not dreamed where it's shaking me out of my sleep in a very long time. And if it was what I think it is, that person is not the person I thought they was. Ooh, it gives me like anxiety, like tightness in my chest. I woke up shook, like, oh man, you're horrible. You're a horrible person. And God be letting me see stuff. I get to see in people's houses, honey. And if what I saw in my dream is real, thank you, God, for helping me dodge a bullet. You heard me? For real. Mm-mm-mm. It gives me like tightness in my chest just thinking about it. And that's crazy. Good morning, everybody. Let's see. We can fix this just a little bit. Just a little bit. Ooh, we. Don't do that. Now, why? Gary say, what the heck? Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Grand Rising. Whatever it is that you say when the sun come up. Because, folks, listen, good day. Good day, mate. I don't know. All of them. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. I had a creepy dream last night. I do not like it. Yeah. Now, maybe this happened to... What? Why are you laughing at me, girl? Why are you laughing at me? Good morning. So, I had a dream last night that there was a person that I used to date, right? I gotta tell somebody, so I'm gonna tell y'all. I already wrote about it in my journal anyway. It shook me. I got up and got my journal as soon as I got up. You heard me because I needed to get that off. And my chest has been tight. It was like tight for like an hour or two. I had to get in the tub and just soak in hot water and try to calm myself down because it was nuts. You heard me? Like real crazy. Okay? So, in the dream, I must have been living with this person, right? But you know how like you could go like houses that kind of sit up on like a kind of hilled area, right? Um, you can kind of see in the house and in the windows. Well, I'm on the ground, but you know this is my dream, so I'm on the ground, but I can see in the window, like on the second floor, and he's laid there with this woman, y'all. And it was just crazy. So it started to rain, and in a dream, I had my two daughters with me. In a dream, I had my two daughters with me, and this man, he had a beautiful car. It was like a Mercedes or something like that. I don't know. And he drove up in the thing, and it started to rain. And I guess this other woman was in the house or something. I don't really know, but he was being so nasty and so mean, like threw the clothes out on the like in the rain, letting them get rained on. I prayed that that is not what was happening, but most times when I feel it like that, I'm there. I'm there. And that is a nasty feeling. Like I can still feel the rage or anger that he has. Like it's right here. I'm trying to tell you. I said that's spooky. And if that's how you really are, I thank God that he allowed you to be not in my life. It was a temporary situation. You might have to go out and come back in. Yes. And I woke up like, ugh, I wouldn't even want you to be my friend. I wouldn't even want you to be around here. Ain't that crazy? It was a nasty feeling. I have not dreamed like that. I mean, I was like, I literally woke up like shaking and angry and like, I probably was yelling in my sleep. That's how real it was. I was there. It was crazy. I said, okay. But I know that I be a fly on somebody's wall. When that happens, I'm a fly on somebody. Remember I told y'all I could go like the curtains, how the windows was. The house looks like an older, like southern home, right? And whoever the person is, it was two little girls with him. Because in the dream, I had my two youngest daughters with me in the dream. And he was throwing our stuff out, like, in the rain. I'm like, no, you ain't. I was so enraged. But I was more hurt because I couldn't believe he was doing. Like, what is wrong with you? You're crazy. And he was talking crazy. It was a crazy. And my TV wasn't on, so it wasn't nothing that was playing. It was different. I haven't had a dream like that in a long time. It was like a house like in Illinois or like the South, but you know them big like 3-story houses, and they be up like the driveway. I mean, not the driveway, but the yard. That's crazy. I didn't even know, but it was like 4 steps, and then like a plateau, and then like 2 or 3 more steps or something like that. You had a dream with snakes everywhere last night. Yeah, it was. I have not had a dream like that in a long time. Let me go get my robe, y'all. Hold on. So I'm gonna give us 10 minutes, and then we gonna get on in here, and do what we need to do. Yeah, it was crazy. I have not had a dream like that keeps me shaking a little bit, afterwards. That's spooky. And if so, he's not a nice person. That's so crazy. Y'all know I missed my anniversary. It was 3 days ago. I forgot. I made 7 years, and I'm very excited about that. That's dedication. No matter how crazy they look, and now they turning gray and just doing their own thing. But amen. I'm grateful for that. I made 7 years. Pretty cool, right? Thank you. Thank you, Naisha. I was like, wait a minute, I done passed my anniversary and didn't give me a little cake or nothing. You hear me? I didn't give me a little cake or nothing. I just didn't even do nothing. Maybe to turn up last night, that's what it was for. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I made 7 years. That's dedication, honey. 7 years for me? I used to change my hair every day. And it wasn't no wigs. My mom used to be like, you just fry, dye, and lay it to the side and do. Don't worry about it. And then I got a couple of daughters that did the exact same thing. I said, well, there's that. I said, y'all gonna be bald headed here in a minute. They was like, Mom, don't say that. It's the truth. I already went through it. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to warn you before you fry your hair out. Don't do it. It's a little chilly in here. But I'm not gonna be tricked by the cool weather right now, because I know as soon as I turn that air down, it's gonna get real hot. So I won't be doing that. You hear me? We're not. So, in light of the events of last night, because I was deeply troubled that our turn up was interrupted, I woke up and I told God I need some help with what to do with this. And so he gave me 2 things that we are going to read from today. And I think they might help people understand a little bit deeper about the word and all of those things. So I hope y'all ready, because I be tired of yelling at folks. Y'all know that, right? Who know I be tired of yelling at folks? I be tired of having to read folks, as y'all call it. I don't like that. That makes me angry, and then tense and tension and issues and argument. That's not funny to me. I don't care. You doing what, you said? I'm sitting outside listening to the birds, and it's really warm already. Right. It's draining. You come in here messing with us. So we got about 30 seconds or so, and then we're going to get to it. You're going to need your Bible Gateway app, preferably Easy Read. Okay? Y'all ready? Ooh, I slept hard last night. Goodness gracious. And I be fighting in my sleep. I don't like that. That's why I be waking up sore, because, nigga, I be fighting in my sleep. Nigga, fighting in her sleep. How? Yelling at kids and everything. So I pray for whoever that was in that dream, because it was very emotional. Good morning, Tay. Well, you gonna need your Bible Gateway app. You're gonna need your Bible Gateway app. And I'm gonna post the questions today for the game, y'all. Last night I was like, I don't want to do no work, and so we turned up, and I still had to end up working. Whatever. Y'all ready? Is y'all ready? Yes. Last night, that's why I asked you to play Jezebel, because it was nice, nasty for her. Listen, I know, but you know what? Sometimes I just don't even. I knew this flash was gonna be weird. It's always one. Y'all see this one up, this one down. It is what it is. Moving on. I was wanting to chill, and folks be getting on my nerves. You heard me? They be driving me, but I'm about to help them. I'm gonna help y'all out too. For the people that come over here, one, this is not church. Let me say this with my glasses on, so I can see. This is not church. I want to repeat that for the newbies, for the people that think they need to come in here telling me how Jesus need to act. I'm 44 years old, and this is not church. The reason that it don't say Prophetess CERCA Tabernacle of Nothing is because, one, I don't want to run people away. Two, if you a follower of Christ, you don't have to announce that. If you're saved, they should see it and not only have to hear you say it, for people to know. God said that your light is going to shine through you. What's in you is going to come out. And if you're not a loving person, if you're judgmental, whatever it is, it's going to show up. I don't have to announce that, whatever. I didn't come here talking about I'm a prophet of God and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, y'all, what it do? Hey, y'all. How we doing today? I don't gotta do all that. If my gifts is gonna make room for me. I do not have to announce nothing. I don't have to you're gonna respect me because I'm a minister of God. I don't gotta do none of that. And I'm gonna show y'all why. We gonna read about it today, okay? So for those of you that don't understand and you wanna call yourself judging me, which I don't care, because I don't have to stand in judgment to nobody but God. And once you realize that, you will not. That part, they be acting crazy. Don't nobody got time for that. I was wondering what happened. I knew you were on. And when I was finished, I was off. Yeah, listen. Good morning. But I'm going to show y'all why my ministry is the way that it is. Who would like to understand why CERCA's ministry is the way that it is and why she is the way that she is? Put your hand up if you want to know. It's in the Bible here, in the regular Bible. We're going to read the easy read version, but you hear me? Y'all ready? Uh-huh. Okay. Well, let's find out. Well, I run WOIU the way that I do. And I wanna say this. Do y'all think that if God didn't prepare me for this, that I would be able to do this? For sure, I thought we was maybe gonna make about 3 months, and I was gonna be on to something else. I say that because I want y'all to understand that was the truth. I'm like, oh, okay, he gonna have me be over here. Never in a million years that I think we would be going on 3 years. I promise. I had other things planned. I guarantee you that. I promise you, honey, I was about to get out of these streets and be free for a minute because I had just got divorced. My kids was grown. So I was like, I'm free. I can go hang out. I can do whatever I want. Not being wild and crazy, but just, I don't have to be tied down to babies and whatever else. And God said, well, I got something else I need you to be tied down to every day. I know you thought I was going to let you outside, but tricked you. Got something else to do. You hear me? I got something else for you. You're going to be doing this over here. So when people come in and they say certain things to me, they don't understand that it was prophesied to me before I was even 18 that I was going to speak to the nations. I'm going to say that again. It was prophesied to me before I was 18 that God would use my story and take it to the nations. At 18, a woman came to our church who was old. She was a prophetess. She was over the church that I went to. Out of all the people at this church function, which it was a lot, it was a council, summer council. She called me up in front of everybody and said, she was preaching on Job. I tell this story all the time because it still amazes me that this woman did this to me. I was kind of embarrassed because the pastor used to be giving, all the ministers used to be giving me a hard time. But I was just 18. I am my son. I was just trying to get to God. I will follow whatever rule. If y'all telling me that's how I'm gonna get to God, okay, bet. But then I start seeing something else. You heard me? So look, the lady is preaching about Job. And it was so powerful. She had these 2 bowls, and we'll maybe do that one day. But she said, "You come here," and I looked around like, "Ooh, honey, she is calling people out," cause she was preaching all the hair on my body. I'm like, "Ooh, yeah." She said, "You come here." I turns around, honey. CERCA was in her nice red suit, looking like, who she talking to? Somebody about to get it, honey. And she said, "You come here." I said, "Ooh," I'm looking behind me like, who ain't getting up? She said, "You come here." Me? Yeah, you. She said, "Don't get in here and try to act like you shy now." She said, "Come on up here." The hair on my body is standing up. She made me come in front of all these people. She said, "God said he want the boldness that you had in the world. He want that over here. Don't come in here trying to act all meek and act all mild." He said he want the boldness that you had when you was in the world. I said, in front of all these people now, you gonna put me on blast. This is the Western District Council. This lady don't even really mess with me like that. The associate pastor and the pastor, he get and these ministers don't fool with me. And you in front of New Mexico, Arizona, California, because these are the states that came, you gonna do me like that? Immediately after that, I was getting set down for this, and I'm breaking rules. Okay, then this lady's bishop's wife came to me in front of the same pastor and said, "Next November, I want you to come and teach my youth." This lady, this was only her second time meeting me, and we didn't talk, but for nothing more than about 30 minutes. Now, not this lady, the lady that was over her. And instantly, there was a target on my back to get me out of the church, to get me set down, telling people not to talk to me. It was mind-blowing to me. So when people come in here and they talking crazy, they don't even know the adversity. I've literally had to go up against pastors my whole entire, I'm talking about since I was a kid. And they would come for me, and I'm like, "What's wrong with you? You such and such and such and such and this and that." But I didn't realize what God was going to call me to do. Do you understand? I'm going to read y'all my... show y'all something. This is one of my things I got the other day. On page. Y'all ready? It says, "My princess, the front line." Here we go. Excuse me. "You are not called to follow others, my beloved warrior. I have appointed you to lead them to me. Life will become a great adventure if you will step out to the front of the line and fight for those who are too weak to fight for themselves. Don't look back on what you have lost. Look forward to the great victories that are in front of you. You don't have to hide behind your fears and insecurities any longer. I can and will turn your pain into passion to change the world around you. As you find your way to the front, to the front line, hide this truth in your heart. The fight is not just for you; it's for all those you love dearly, or you dearly love. Love your King who fights for you." Did y'all hear that? "He will say to them, 'Listen to me, all you men of Israel. Don't be afraid as you go out to fight your enemies today. Don't lose heart or panic or tremble before them.'" That was my page yesterday in the morning. That was my devotional when I woke up yesterday morning. Let me ask y'all a question. Who y'all see standing behind CERCA every day? Who y'all see standing on the side of me every day? Tell me. How many people y'all see in here with me, helping me with the things that are going on here? So any insults, they come to me. Any issues, I'm on the front line every day. Every day. You hear me? When people need prayer, when people need advice, when people, whatever it is that they need, there's nobody standing with me here to do that. I'm not only fighting for me, I'm fighting for everybody that I care for. I'm fighting for y'all babies, y'all mamas, y'all cousins, y'all grandmas, y'all husbands, y'all sisters, y'all brothers, y'all wives, y'all nieces and nephews, and the people at your job. Anybody connected to you, because if their life is crazy, they gonna make y'all life crazy, and I want y'all to be happy. So not only am I praying for you, I'm praying for the other people that are in your circle. That's even the people at your job. It's a real thing when you care about souls. When it's not just for clout or whatever it is. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's a real thing. I don't care what people think about me. The only opinion I care about is if God thinks that I am doing what it is that he set out for me to do. It don't matter how it looked to you. And I'm about to show you why. Okay? You got your books? Come on now. You hear me? It's a real thing. I'm trying to tell you. People need to understand that it don't have to look like it is what people say it need to look like. People are not the one that's going to put you in hell or heaven. They are not the ones that are going to judge your scale. And folks be so worried about what people say and what people think about them that they won't do what God say. Well, you didn't ran into the right one. Better ask my mama. Better ask my mother. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. And just because you don't want me to do it, don't mean that I'm not going to do it. Because when I fall, it be me to pick me up. So then I'm going to listen to God, because he don't let me fall. And it don't matter if it look like what God is telling me to do looks like what you want it to look like. It doesn't matter. And I'm about to show you here. I'm going to run to the restroom. And then we about to get this popping. You might want to get a pen and paper. Get you some coffee, whatever you need. Go on and grab it. Y'all hear me? Listen, God helped me too. People think you're supposed to live up to their purpose. You didn't give me my purpose, so you can't tell me what it's supposed to look like. Crazy. Thank you, Love Life. Now, people want to be, they so used to be, that's why they be so grouchy, because living a double life is hard. Because you don't really feel it. You just do it because they tell you to do it. But that ain't my life. I was not to be controlled by anyone but the Lord. I promise you. My mama said, yep, my most obedient child, but my most disobedient child. No. I was obedient. I did everything you asked me to do. I just wasn't going to live a lie for nobody. I love you, but I'm not living a lie for nobody. If somebody asks me, I'm going to tell them what it is. And that's why I used to get hit in my mouth when I was a kid. Because, you know, are you asking me the truth, or are you asking me to say what they told me to say? Which one do you want? Sorry about that. Got a little heartburn from all that juice, orange juice I drank last night. Y'all ready for this? Is y'all ready for class? Is y'all gonna get something to drink? Huh? Did y'all go get something to drink? Good job. This is like my third or fourth cup of water today. It's crazy how much water I be drinking, I'm telling you. All right. Yep. All right, you do. Go on and get your stuff on. Excuse me. I need y'all to go to 1 Corinthians 9. Easy read version, please. 1 Corinthians 9. And so to the people that come over here thinking this is church, this is for you, not pointing you out, but this is school, it's not church. So yes, I'm going to play rap music. Yes, I'm going to play R. Kelly. Yes, I'm going to play all of that because I love music and I have spiritual maturity, and I'm sorry that you don't. It's okay. This is for the spiritually mature. If you're still on the milk, this won't be the place for you because you will get choked out every day. You're going to gag every day. You got to have your molars for this word that we put out over here in this relationship. We don't need to be monitored. We have self-control. And we've been more in self-control since we wasn't being fake monitored. Or am I wrong? You're more in control of your actions and what you do and how you move now probably than you was before you came to WOIU, because you was going to church and still wilding. Whether it be in your mind or whatever else, you was still cutting up, faithful to service on Sunday. But now, you don't even go that much, but the word has changed your life. And so now you have self-control, and if you don't, you're working on it in many different areas. Your mouth, your parts, your this and your that. There's a reason for that. You're not angry as much, a lot more relaxed. You laugh, cry, you go through emotions. You're not pushing them away. You're actually feeling it, because guess what now? You're alive. You're not the walking dead anymore. There are plenty of people that are walking around, but they are spiritually dead because they're cold. They don't have the Spirit of God in them, and you can see it in how they conduct themselves every day. The most judgmental people are the Christians when God says don't judge. Please don't come to me talking about sin. It is your opinion of what you think sin is, but my spiritual maturity is not yours. You haven't made it there yet. Sucks for you. And I'm about to show you how I know. Let's go. 1 Corinthians 9. Y'all ready? Here we go. It says, I am a free man. Y'all hear me? I'm a free woman. I am an apostle. I have seen Jesus our Lord. You people are an example of my work in the Lord. Did you hear that? You people are an example of my work in the Lord. Did y'all read that? Huh? Did you get it? Yes? Has your life changed since you came to WORU? The way you think changed since you came over here? The way you give changed since you came over here? The way you treat those that have less than you changed since you went over here? The word made manifest in your life over here? You actually care about what God thinks in your life now? For real, for real? So I can honestly say that you all, not like this is the only place you got it, but if your life changed when you got over here, you're an example of my work for Christ. You hear me? The people that come in and say that they now give all of this advice and people is asking them questions about the Bible, that is a representation of the work that I've done in 2 years. To where now people can teach their pastors in 2 years. People went from not understanding anything that the Bible was saying, comprehending it, to now they are able to teach the leaders in 2 years. How could I do that if God didn't do it to me first? The only reason y'all able to teach people now is because you had to sit and look up the definitions. You had to go researching. You had to look deeper than what was just on the page. And now you can teach others to do so. So then that's your labor in Christ, helping someone else comprehend the word of God. Not reading whole chapters. No, bro. I just need you to read 2 lines. Do you know what all of this mean right here, bro? Listen, it's so much right there you don't even know. Well, did you look up the name of them? Why the women ain't in there? All of these different questions, you all are now able to prick people's minds about Christ yourself. You hear me? This is not about who preaches better and who has the best runs and all of that. This is about, do you understand what God is saying to you about your soul, about your life, about what you are supposed to do while you're here? Not worried about who ain't doing what they supposed to be doing. Do you know what you're supposed to be doing? We had to get off the surface and go deeper. Come on, Tiff. Who feels like you have a deeper understanding of the word since you've been here? This is a real thing. We're going to keep going, but I want y'all to see something. Anybody? We started a group in our life, little area using the Bible. Come on. And the book's taken out. Come on. So you having Bible studies now in your area. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So you all are doing discipleship is what you're telling me. Oh, okay. Y'all can actually take people to information biblically that helps their mind, and then their sicknesses go away, and tell them to look up their pills and they realize all the side effects. I mean, you helping people in a lot of different ways. So I'm just trying to see, in 2 years you could do that? In 1 year, in 6 months? And interesting. Interesting. Very interesting to me. Things are adding up. Oh, okay. Here we go. It says, others may not accept me as an apostle, but surely you do. I'm going to say that again. You hear that? Listen now. Others may not accept me as an apostle, but surely you do. You are proof that I'm an apostle in the Lord. Who called you? Well, clearly God did, because the proof is in the pudding. All around the world. No. It don't matter what they say. I don't care if they come in here saying you're not living the way God called you. You don't need to be doing this. You don't need to be doing that, because right here it says, Paul said, he said, I don't care if you think I am. God thinks I am. So what you think doesn't matter. I need people to hear this. Paul said the same thing I be saying. I don't care. I don't care. Okay, here we go. Some people want to judge me. Who been here for an extended period of time and you've heard people say all kind of stuff to CERCA about who I'm not and what I am and what I shouldn't be doing and what I need to do? And who? Do they judge me? Do they come in and sit in a class? Do they even find out? Y'all done seen it? You can't be talking about God and you got your stomach out. You can't be talking about God and you're drinking. You can't be, oh, okay. Right. Okay. All right. So this is the answer I give them. We have the right to eat and drink, don't we? I got the right to eat and drink, don't I? Thank you, Sherry. Do I got the right to eat and drink? Do I? It's saying right here. You reading it, Caleb? We have the right to eat and drink, don't we? Oh, okay. We have the right to bring a believing wife with us when we travel, don't we? So what? Because I'm your pastor, I got to act like I don't want to get my... Because I'm your leader, I got to act like... He said I got the right to have a wife and bring my wife with me too. I get the right to dance with my wife and drink with my wife and eat with my wife too. Why y'all keep trying to put me up on this pedestal? I'm in a natural body. I'm a spiritual being living in a natural experience, honey. Y'all reading it with me, right? You read it? Who read it? Y'all see it? Put your hand up if you just read that. Please. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Y'all reading the same words I'm reading, right? Right? Okay. Okay. Here we go. Jessica. We got to stop doing that, Pumpkin. Here you go. Listen. See this right here? You got to stop doing that, Pumpkin. You see it say, don't come in asking what we talking about. Just scroll up or just listen. I love you, but this is a rule here for a reason. I get it. But do you see what it says? Do not come in asking what we were talking about. Scroll up or just listen. And then you'll know. Got it. That's a part of the classroom rules. If you just stay in a few minutes, you'll know exactly what we're talking about. Love y'all. Good morning. Here we go. Good morning, Michael. And everybody over here that I didn't see. Rosa, Kiva, Tay. Tamika. Everybody. Good morning. All right, here we go. Let's finish. Ooh, okay. It says, the other apostles and the Lord's brothers. Who are the Lord's brothers? Who are the Lord's brothers? Who are the Lord's brothers? No, it says the apostles and the Lord's brothers. Who are they? Joseph's kids. Yeah, Joseph's kids by his first wife. Jesus had big brothers and sisters, but not like Joseph and them eventually probably had children, but prior to Jesus, no. Joseph's kids, James, yes, Joseph was a widower when he got married. So his kids was already grown when he got married. That's why he didn't want her. Jesus had older brothers only by marriage. Only by marriage that those were his brothers because Joseph was his earthly father. Right. Thank you, Shishi. It's the truth. So when they say that, they're saying Jesus' stepbrothers, right? Basically, even the apostles, which is the people that got Jesus rounded up, right? And then even Jesus' brothers, it says, all do this. They bring their wives with them when they travel. Hold on. I'm gonna go back and read that again. Listen to me. Are y'all listening? Because I just put something down that a lot of people. Is you ready? I need y'all to open your ears. Show me your ear if you open your ears is open. I'm about to show you something. Open your ears. Put an ear up here because I'm about to show you something. You got it, Miss Deborah. Okay, y'all got your ears up. Hear me. Some people want to judge me, so this is the answer I give them. We have the right to eat and drink, don't we? We have the right to bring a believing wife with us when we travel to minister, don't we? The other apostles and the Lord's brothers and Peter all do this. How many pastor scandals would happen if they brought their believing wife with them when they went to minister out of town? Let me put my glasses on. Paula said, I got a right to bring my wife with me. I ain't about to be away from my wife when I'm ministering. I know temptation when I see it. Now, everything trickles down the line. How many regular peoples, and when I say regular, I mean not in ministry, how many of y'all, if y'all would have took y'all husband or spouse with y'all, wife with y'all wouldn't have had an affair either. If you would have took your husband to your girlfriend's party, if you would have took your wife to your homeboy party, if you would have took them on the vacation y'all was taking, how many of y'all would not have ended up in an adultery either? You ain't got to answer. It's just a question for you. Because, see, we could look at the pastor and say what he should do. Like, ooh, but what about you? What about when you go on your girls' vacations and you go on your homeboys' vacations? You could have brought your wife and had them in another room. Y'all can still have the same vacation, just if y'all want to do a girls' night or whatever else. But look how much temptation comes when you exclude the other side of you. How many people that are in affairs right now, if they would have took their spouse with them, like Paul was talking about, they wouldn't have never got in that situation. Not saying that because they there you still can't do it, but the chances are gonna be definitely cut in half. You said some ears are burning now. Yes. Hilarious. Mm-mm. He ain't gonna beat up on me without beating up on y'all. We all getting a beat down if we gonna get one. We taking this whooping together. Y'all all right over there? Everybody okay? I told you put your armor on. You said, ooh, you just opened up something. Uh-oh. I'm gonna just stay over here on my side. Y'all ready for the rest of it? Let's go. Here we go. All right. He says, are Barnabas and I the only ones who must work to earn our living? No soldier serves in the army and pays his own salary. Any vets in here? Anybody a veteran or anybody in the armed services now? You said my throat dry. Hilarious. You pay your own salary? When you're deployed, you pay your own salary. You gotta work to pay to you gotta pay to work. It's a little hot in here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's some fire brewing under y'all in the pot. And the fire has been started. Oh, okay. So soldiers don't pay their own salary. I just want to let y'all know, if you didn't know already. Now I need you to hear what I'm about to say to you. Without saying much of anything, let me show you. Let me show you something. I'm gonna just leave this with you. Right? I'm gonna leave this right here. I'm gonna leave this in your mind. This image. Go ahead. There you go. Soldiers carry shields and swords, right? They do, and they have breastplates and whatnot. Okay, so here you go. They have a helmet, right? I just want you to know that. Before we go any further, I need you to comprehend that, okay? Here we go. Here we go now. We're moving on. Remember that image, okay? Here we go. No soldier ever serves in the army and pays his own salary. No one ever plants a vineyard without eating some of the grapes himself. You mean all of y'all that planted gardens, you're going to give everything away? You're not going to eat one tomato, one cucumber, one leaf of lettuce, one okra. You just going to plant every single thing in there and you just going to give it all away. You ain't going to keep nothing for yourself. You're not even going to take one cherry off your cherry tree, plum tree, nothing. Got it. Okay. No one takes care of a flock of sheep without drinking some of the milk himself. So you're not going to herd all these sheep and not get no goat's milk and make no goat cheese, no feta, no nothing. You're going to get a little something. Might not be a lot, but you're going to get a little something, right? Now look here. These aren't just my own thoughts. God's law says the same thing. Yes, it is written in the law of Moses. When a work animal is being used to separate grain, don't keep it from eating the grain. When God said this, was he thinking only about work animals? No. He was really talking about us. Yes, that was written for us. The one who plows and the one who separates the grain should both expect to get some of the grain for their work. We planted spiritual seed among you. We planted spiritual seed among you. Watch this, okay? So we should be able to harvest from you some things for this life. Surely that's not asking too much. Y'all interpreting what that means. The person that ministers to you, right? God has given them the ability, if they want to ask. But I'm about to learn you something real quick. Let's go. Others have this right to get things from you. So surely we have this right too. Here we go. This is CERCA's line right here. But we don't use this right. So I'm going to say, I know for a fact that because I minister to y'all every day, I really can ask for what I want. It's because God, that's what he called for. But guess what? I don't. I'm going to show y'all why. Y'all ready? Look, this me right here. I want y'all to see something. Okay? Look. No, we endure everything ourselves so that we will not stop anyone from obeying the good news of Christ. Surely you know that those who work at the temple get their food from the temple, and those who serve at the altar get part of what is offered at the altar. It is the same with those who have the work of telling the good news. The Lord has commanded that those who tell the good news should get their living from this work. But did you hear what he said? But I don't ask y'all for nothing. Even though I can, I don't. Watch this. But I have not used any of these rights, and I'm not trying to get anything from you. This is not my purpose for writing this. I would rather die than have someone take away what for me is a great source of pride. It's not my work of telling the good news that gives me any reason to boast. That is my duty, something I must do. I don't walk around with my chest poked out because this is what God chose me to do. So what reverence do I need? And this is what God chose me to do. And the right that I have to ask for certain things, I don't. I just go on about my business and live the way God told me to live. And if he is seeing what I need after that. We've been in here for 52 minutes. I ain't asked for no cash app and you ain't seen it. I ain't said like, share, follow, nothing. And it ain't just today. Because it's really about souls for me. When God chooses you, all of that extra stuff is that extra. If God chose me, he's going to provide for me to do what it is that he asking me to do. We in 1 Corinthians 9. Here we go. I told y'all, I'm like, Paul, I be trying to tell y'all. That's my, you hear me? He said, I don't ask you for what I could ask you for because I get up here 6 to 8 hours a day for the last however many days we've been here. He said, I don't. I struggle through what I got to go through. But you can't tell me I can't date. You can't tell me I don't get to live and eat and drink. You can't tell me that because you didn't choose me. It doesn't matter if you feel like I'm an apostle. He do. It don't matter if you feel like because I got my stomach out that I'm not a prophet of God. Them 1,000 classes that told everybody that come to WOIU to get their stuff and what was going to happen in less than 2 years, they prove it. My work has already spoke for itself. And I'm not saying it like prideful. I'm saying it like I don't got to argue with you because the proof is in the pudding, babe. I've been telling people for the last three to 4 months, I don't feel safe traveling, wooty wop. And come to find out, it was a reason why. And I told you, I said, God keep telling me to sit down somewhere. Just because it's on the news, like I said, when you find out and when people start talking about it, it's too late. I had already talked about being on planes and being ill and people, I don't know why I just feel like something is going on with that. And boom, because it was. Whether it was on the news or not, because it was. Because it was. Because it was. I didn't have to wait for the news to tell me. I didn't have to wait for nobody to tell me. He's been telling me since before I went to Atlanta about traveling, about being in large groups of people. And what did I say? I just don't feel comfortable being around a lot of people, y'all. I don't know what it is, but I don't know. And boom. I don't got to come in here. I'm a Christian. I'm this, I'm that, and you're not acting like God. I don't do none of that. Come in and chill. Learn. Planes having failures and everything. I supposed to been back to Georgia. I supposed to been in Oklahoma. I supposed to been in Indiana. I supposed to been in a few places. I said, yeah, I'm not going nowhere. For multiple reasons. And looky. Okay, here we go. Let's keep going now. It says, if I don't tell people the good news, I'm in real trouble. If I don't tell people the news, and God has called me to be a watchman, He's already showed me what's going to happen. He give me dreams and inklings, and I don't say nothing to y'all. If I got worried about what people said in here, and I said, I'm not going to get on TikTok and teach no more, God, because they be talking crazy to me and they don't think. If I did that, did you see what He said? I'm going to be in trouble, and you can't hurt me and do the things that God can do. You cannot turn my mind upside down. You cannot torture me. You cannot even say no words that will make me feel when He is disappointed in me. You don't understand. So if I worried about what people thought and didn't do what God told me to do, I'm in trouble. Remember when I told you when people kept telling me God was not calling me, but I would go to situations and people would come up to me and they would be crying. I'd be like, I'm smoking, I'm drinking, I can't talk to you. And God said, I sent them to you. And you know I did. But what'll really mess you up, I'm going to tell you what'll mess you up. And this has happened more than once to me. As a young person, I believed what the pastors told me, and I didn't believe what God was saying, and I didn't believe the things that was happening in my life. So God sent people to me. I being had a dream that morning or that week, and I'm talking about under 18. I'll go tell the person something, or not. God would tell me to say it. He would tell me to say it, but I was so afraid of what people would think because people used to call me crazy. They used to say I was wishing bad on them. I wouldn't say nothing. And do you know those people died exactly what it is that God, I wrote in my journal and everything. The same situation I saw in my dream, it happened. It took my godmother to come into my life and say, if you don't tell them, God is going to require their blood at your hands. So just think, if when I came over here to TikTok and YouTube, if I kept everything that God told me, all the things that I poured into you guys, what if I was afraid of the people that came in here and said God didn't call me? What if I was afraid to tell y'all about the medicine and the demons and how they connect and the names? What if I was afraid to tell y'all about getting prepared? What if I was afraid of what people said and I kept all of the information in this 2 years that you have learned from me? What if I kept it to myself? Because what people said, where would y'all be right now? Do you hear me? I could have listened. All of the people in my family was like, God didn't call her and this and that, and she ain't this, and I don't know, she tripping, and don't believe her, and she in a reprobate mind. They said all of that. And now they all want me to teach them too. Or they all sneaking in my classes and all of this old weird stuff. Now they opening up and now they want the books. What if I would have listened? That's one thing I'm so glad blessed me with. I could care less about what people think. That's probably why I don't have friends now. Only follow. Come on, Day. Rosa Mac, when you go look up, God said He made all the herbs of the field good, 1 and 2. Go look up the definition of pharmacy, and then you tell me. Look up what God says about making all the herbs of the field good, and then go look up the definition of pharmacy. And then you'll come to a conclusion on that. You hear me? Yeah. Yeah. Here we go. He said if I did it because it was my own choice, I would deserve to be paid. But I have no choice. I must tell the good news. So I am only doing the duty that was given to me. So what do I get for doing it? My reward is that when I tell people the good news, I can offer it to them for free. I'm going to run that back. Right there. It's right there in the scripture. It says, so what do I get for doing it? My reward is that when I tell people the good news, I can offer it for free and not use the rights that come with doing this work. How much I charge y'all? How much was your entry into WOIU? If we if we sent you books, did you have to pay for them? Did you have to pay? The only thing the books you had to pay for is the donations we did back for the journal, which is something these. But other than that, you if you received anything from WOIU, it was free to you, right? If you received anything from our community, you didn't have to pay it back, and it was free to you. Books, school supply, whatever it was free to you. You didn't have to pay for it. Even these books that we sending out right now in the Sefer, you ain't gonna have to pay no shipping or nothing on it, and you will still have it for free. I don't say you gotta subscribe. Now some people do, but that money goes right back, and it ain't it. Believe me, it ain't. These classes are free. All 1,000 and however many we got, because it's too many to count because they didn't quit counting for us. We just between 1,000 and 2,000. You didn't have to send in no money to get the OTP delivered to your house. It just was. You don't have to subscribe here and pay $5 a month or nothing. It's just free. I don't say I'm not talking until I get 200 people in here to give me 20 stars. I don't say, and I'm not knocking nobody to do. I'm just telling you, God called me to do this. And that's why I do it for free. Now, do I pay our business bills? Because this is it. Yeah. But as for taking and just doing and going, I ain't did that. Do I buy tools to show y'all what to get? Yes, those are business expenses because y'all asking me to show y'all what to get. So I have to have something to show. But those are business costs. These are classroom tools, literally. Literally. So when people come in here and they talk crazy about what Christ looks like and what serving God looks like, I know what it looks like because I live it every day, for real, for real. Okay? And we going to keep reading, and I'm about to show you. When people come in here talking crazy to me on Friday nights, I'm about to show you something. I need you to see this. They come in here and I got some wine in my cup. I'm about to show you. So let's go here. 19. I am free. I belong to no other person, but I make myself a slave to everyone. Sound familiar? I ain't tied to nothing and nobody, not even my kids or her husband right now. But I make myself, I get up at 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, checking emails, sending out books. I make myself a slave to everybody here, answering all of this. Sometimes talking to people I don't want to talk to. Ain't nobody got nothing to my head making me do this or forcing me to do nothing. This is what I do. You hear me? I try to serve everybody around me, whether it's online or not. Is there something that you need? That's what a server says. What do you need? Is there anything I can help you with? Now, I'm not perfect because it's a lot of y'all and me by myself. But hey, I've been trying to do, you hear me? Oh, we good. I'm just saying. I be wanting people to understand. So look, it says, I do this to help save as many people as I can. Y'all read that? I'm going to read that again. It says, I'm free. I belong to no other person, but I make myself a slave to everyone. I do this to help save as many people as I can. To the Jews, I became like Jews, like a Jew, excuse me, so that I could help save Jews. I myself am not ruled by the law, but to those who are ruled by the law, I became like someone who was ruled by the law. Now, let me show you what that means. When I go to church, I don't talk to them like I talk to y'all. When I talk to my godmother, and it ain't about flipping, I know that my godmother lives as though she lives under that law and the church rules. I'm free from that. But I don't be like, mama, something. No. Because when I'm around these people, in order for me to be able to minister to them, I have to become like them. Wait a minute, because they don't be understanding. Come on, let's talk about it right here. Okay. It says, I did this to help save those who are ruled by the law. So when I talk to my mother, when I talk to the pastors, I don't just be wilding. I speak in a language they can understand. You said this sounds like it came out of my journal. I'm trying to tell you. Your journal or my journal? Hold on. Yeah, right, Day. Right, here we go. It says, to those who are without the law, I became like someone who is without the law. I did this to help save those who are without the law. But I really am not without God's law. I am ruled by the law of Christ. To those who are weak, I became weak so that I could help save them. I have become all things to all people. I did this so that I could save in any way possible. So what good is it going to do for me to go in a place, a wedding, and act out snooty and act out whatever? I'm going to push people away from God because I'm supposed to be the representation. Now, I don't have to partake in everything that's going on in the space that I'm in. But when I'm in the space, I need to be palatable to the people that are there. If I want to make a good impression on the people for Christ. So when I was asking the young lady to leave my class, and I give a disclaimer, which I don't have to give. I don't have to give no disclaimer that we about to play music that might be offensive to you. This is my damn page. So if I don't want to give you a disclaimer, I don't have to. I could just come in here and bump into short. But it's sad that this passes over the Christians and they make everybody feel uncomfortable. When how are you going to get to the lost and you've already offended them before you even got to sit down and talk to them? Your face shows that you're sanctified and your actions show, and you, that ain't how Paul was acting, and he was running them numbers up. He said, oh, shoot, y'all drinking puppy and little wine in my cup. What y'all doing up here? The people at the wedding had already been drinking. It's crazy they talk about this. It says they had already been drinking and Jesus made more wine. They was already tipsy. It says this in the Bible. They was already. Do you hear me? No, I don't. I got people that pretend to be me. So if they asking you for a reading, I don't do none of that stuff. Okay. This is why I've been able to go into a strip club and bring people out and take them to the water. This is why I've been able to go into churches and help people understand. This is why I've been able to go into the trap house and talk to every nigga in there and help them with their life. This is why I've been able to talk to the little kids and the kids that have gone through abuse and the kids that grew up with everything, but they didn't get any sustenance, any love, any hugs, but their parents bought them. Like, I can talk to everybody because I'm trying to run these souls up. This is why the witches came in here, and now they don't practice witchcraft no more. Because I didn't know, she says it all the time, and it's others. She said, I told you I do it with witchcraft. You said, sit down and get a pencil. Okay, we all got sins, moving on. Now, do you want to learn or not? Y'all think she would have stopped doing witchcraft if I act like the normal? The blood of Jesus. You get up out of here, demon. You get up out of here. We don't do no witchcraft over here. She had to understand why it was even witchcraft, and she had been doing it. And now she don't do tarot no more. She don't pray to crystals no more. She don't got altars in her house no more. But I had to show loving kindness to the people so that they could even come and sit and learn of Christ. What good is it me walking around with all of that on me and I'm pushing people away from Christ? Well, then you're not a fisherman of men. You're not bringing anybody to Christ by doing that. And it's sad to say, you so spiritual, you're no earthly good. You can't fit in anywhere but at church. So how is that going to help you? And the lost ain't at church. They out here. Do you think if when God was sending his people, if they weren't able to blend in, they would have been unalived a lot of times. They had to be able to blend in with the people around and not bring a fuss so they could get in there, do their work, and get up out of there. Y'all don't be knowing what to do. That's crazy. You come over here and you mad because you know people come over here, they listen, you know they studying their Bible. I don't care what you think. My ministry is not your ministry. Maybe God got you stuck up in the church walls, but I'm out here like the disciples. I'm going to the lost. Y'all can be stuffy and see when you out in the dust and the dirt and in the mud and the grime, baby, you can't be having all of that garb y'all got on. I got to blend into the tree. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get captives out of the devil's hands, so we ain't the same. I gotta go in the trenches, babe. I gotta go in the strip clubs, the trap houses, the places that don't nobody want to go to, sit with the homeless that don't smell so nice. I gotta go there because that's where my daddy went. Somebody gotta go get him. Y'all ain't. You come in here and see me in a crop top listening to music and you attacking me, Lord Jesus, what y'all gonna do to the people that's out on the streets that are broken, that are numbing a pain that is not physical, it's spiritual? What y'all gonna do to them? Thank God he made my head as hard as flint so I can stand against y'all and really guard the people that God is trying to get to, because y'all ravenous dogs. I don't care how you front. Y'all don't look like my dad. Morris said, the test results is Jesus is not your daddy because you don't act nothing like him. Come on, Tamika, you have to be humble to deal with all walks of life and to get people out of the devil's hands. I can go to the strip club and walk out with people and they won't suspect nothing. They don't know that I'm taking them to the water. I can walk out the trap house with folks and they don't know that we about to go have a Bible study. I can walk in a liquor store and walk out with people and let them have their liquor and still go have a Bible study with them. I often wonder why the homeless people, the whores, the people, all of the people that's out in the street, why they don't ever get to sit on the front row of y'all churches? If y'all got so much Jesus, y'all can't move out the way and let the people, why do they gotta sit in the back? Don't you think they should be closer to Jesus than you, seeing as how you already got them? If you didn't already fill your plate up, ain't it time for you to move so that somebody else can get in and get some of the food that you got? But that ain't who be on the front row. You know who be on the, and you know what's so funny? Nothing has changed, because remember when the lady was trying to touch the hem of the garment, they was trying to keep her from touching him. He said, whoa, calm down. Every time somebody tried to talk to Jesus or get close to Jesus, they was put in a circle. He said, I don't need y'all protection. Move. This is my job. They need to be close to me. Y'all already got a relationship with me. Y'all already got intimate time with me. Move out the way. I'm trying to talk to people that don't know me. I'm trying to let them get some of what y'all already have. So why y'all pushing them to the back? Excuse me. Y'all been sanctified and saved so long. Y'all ain't spiritually mature enough to sit on the back and let the people that really need to hear, so that they ain't gotta make such a trek going up past all them people. They right there at the altar to help. They ain't gotta make the walk of shame, watching everybody walk them go. Why y'all don't put them so they closer to repentance? That's what y'all call it. Why wouldn't they be at the front and y'all be at the back? I could see a few ministers for security, one on each end, but why isn't those people the people that need to, why don't, and why it's going to be a more of a thing to see every week that it's a different group of people that came in looking one way and over time they change. We don't want to see all of y'all glamorized sanctified folks. Show me the proof of y'all pudding. Show me the prostitutes and the drug addicts and the homeless and whatever else is going on. Show them me coming in. Show me them coming in and getting their life together. And the word that God is using you to speak to their soul, you get to see the transformation of this person. That's what I want to see. I'm tired of all the fake shouting and shaking and all of that. Where the real transformations at? I can tell you it's been some over here. We have adulterers that are not adulterers anymore. We have fornicators that are not fornicating anymore. We have people that used to abuse their spouses. They don't do that no more. They used to abuse their children. They don't do that no more. They spent the little that they had unwisely. They don't do that anymore. There are things that have changed. There were people that are addicted to prescription pills and all kinds of stuff, and that stuff is coming off of them. People's mental stability is changing. God is moving in this place when we put the hurt people at the front. When we actually ask them who hurt you, instead of what's wrong with you. Well, if you do this, maybe it wouldn't happen. No, did you ask them who hurt them? Because they're numbing the pain. Find out what the pain is that they don't want to feel, and then you can help them get off whatever's going on with them. Maybe they never had nobody solid in their life, and everybody they was around betrayed them. Maybe that was the case. Did you ever think about that? Because some people's mamas is dirty and they'll do their own kids bad. So if I can't trust my mama, I can't trust nobody. Did you think that maybe that's how they came up, and you need to be the person to show them loyalty and kindness and how to treat people right? Everybody didn't have a good foundation. Some people's parents exposed them to addiction and stuff. They didn't want it. Some people made their children so that they could get them. I know somebody personally. This baby's life was over before it even started. His parents started putting him on crazy stuff when he was 7 years old so that they could traffic him. Seriously, his mother and father together. Baby never went to school. It's a real story in real life. And so you want to knock this person when they parents did this to him. Would take the light bulb out the light and let folks be in there with their baby. I mean, How do you heal that? And it started at 7. And this baby is doing stuff until he OD over and over. You think he want to feel that? All he know is tricking. So he just want to be like that. He just want to be out in a skirt and this and that. You don't know nobody's life. Stop judging people by how you see them today, and at least take the time to ask the question of how what happened. Do you even care? You think they just got like that to be like that? You think they just was mean and nasty? You don't think that they've been betrayed by the people that were supposed to care about them and love on them? You don't think that the person that was supposed to protect them was the very person that hurt? I mean, come on, y'all. Y'all think people just out here wilding for nothing? So when you come into somebody's life talking about you a Christian and you instantly looking down your nose at them, you don't know their life. Look beneath the surface. Come on, but they only read that 66, so they only know how to be surface folks. And this ain't everybody, but most of them. They only want to hear what they want to hear. They not trying to teach people to be like Christ. They trying to teach people to be like them. Church folks, look like church folk, talk like church folk, act like church, wave your hand, fake like a church folk. And these people be suffering on the inside because they got real things that they going through and they can't talk to their pastor about it without it being all over the church. Can't get no help with nothing. Can't talk about who they used to be or the things that they had to endure when it wasn't even their choice. They can't talk about that and not be looked at differently. And this is why people coming over here and they getting ill, because honey, we know everybody business over here. They be telling stuff, I'll be like, oh God, wait a minute now. Did you just say that out loud? You did. You said that out loud. You sure did. All right, well, we just gonna move on. Get your pen and paper. You ready? Like, so my ministry don't have to look like what you think it looks like, because the disciples' ministry didn't look like the Pharisees and the Sadducees. This space is safe. It is. It is. And a lot of people don't understand safe spaces, but we don't care. If you want to be angry and irritated and messy, go be over there. That just shows how unhappy you are. We are not deceived. No matter how much expensive stuff you got on your body, how you get on here praying in your fake tongues and all of that old stuff. God, listen. I'm here to help the lost, and the lost are not in the church. The lost are in the liquor stores, the trap houses, the strip clubs, all the places in between. That's not where they're at, evidently. So I'm gonna go out here and get the people that my daddy was worried about, and y'all can keep talking to y'all selves in the midst of that church and fake shouting and trying to see who's more safe than the other one, all the while being even messier than the people outside. I mean, if that's what y'all want to do. Yeah, they lost in the church too, but I'm saying they come over here. We outside. We ain't come over to no churches and be talking crazy. We stay over here in our own lane, the WOIU lane. We outside International University. This is not a church. Doesn't matter how much word we spit here. This is not church. So it's gonna be run like a school. I'm the dean. Thank you. Just in case you didn't know. Let me show you. You see it? You see that? This don't say pastor, reverend, bishop, prophetess, nothing. It say dean, because this is a school. Why you say that? Well, Dean Circa, because in the Bible, it was schools of prophets. It didn't say a church of prophets. It says schools of prophets. That's where people went to learn and understand the word. Interesting. And there was a lot more miracles happening in that school with them prophets than it was with the church. But moving on. So, understand. My ministry don't have to look like what you think it look like, long as it work. I don't care about what it looks like. I care about what it is. I didn't feel safe sharing my stuff to the church because I knew they were talking about me. I'm trying to tell you. And we know everybody business over here. We know everybody business. Folks come out here, I'll be like, oh my God, don't forget. Remember, I used to be like, this is the internet. Yeah, I don't care. So let me tell you because, and then somebody else like, yep, no, it's true because I experienced it too. But you won't tell your family what you're going through, but you'll tell the whole internet. The whole entire internet. Okay. Good morning. Some people will rather see their bishops dresses than the non. Yeah, yep. They'd rather them look like a bishop than really be one. Amen. I get it. Yeah, it's a real thing, family. It's a real thing. So just understand, if you come over here and you talking crazy, I do not care, cause you not gonna be sitting beside Jesus judging me, nigga. You gonna be on the side of me. You might be in front of me in the line. Folks need listen. How many people feel like if a lot of these people read Second Baruch, they would not come in here doing all that? Huh? If they read Second Baruch, do you think that they would even let any of that fall out of their mouth? Sister Dean Circa. That part. They wouldn't. Because they don't know that we going to know that even their secret thoughts about what they feel about what I'm doing. I'm going to know your business, boo. See, that's why y'all need to read outside, because then you wouldn't be so judgmental if you knew we was going to know how you was thinking about Deacon Reverend Lee. Or Sister Sunshine sitting in the front row. Sir, ma'am. See, you think because it's hidden on the inside of you that it's hidden, but we'll get to know your business. See, we live out loud. You live in secret. We are not the same. These folks know if I'm struggling with something, I tell them. They have to believe it. They barely believe. Come on. They barely believe they're 66, Michael. Listen. Secret thoughts, feelings, and insecurities are shared. Come on. All of it. We living on purpose out loud over here. We are getting it out. We are overcoming all this crazy stuff by the words of our testimony. This is what I experienced. This is what I'm struggling with. Can you pray for me? This is what I'm going through. We ain't faking like God. We just got it all together over here. We be about though. And that's why we happy, because we not fake. Fake folks always irritated. Because it's hard to keep up a double life. It is hard to keep up a double life in real life. And they be fake. Wondering if you going to get caught. Wondering if somebody going to see you. Wondering if you going to be found out. I don't give a damn. She be on there cussing. I cuss when I get off of here. Look how y'all crucified Kirk Franklin when he cussed his son out. Like y'all ain't been there. Look how y'all treated William Murphy. I think it was William Murphy. Ain't he the pastor at that church? What's his name? Not is it William Murphy? When he played the music, and we just read what Paul said he had to do to win souls. Did y'all just read what Paul said he had to do? He said, I had to become like the people that wasn't, even though I'm still under the law, to draw as many souls as I can. I had to be uncomfortable. I had to be comfortable in as many social settings as I could to bring the people out of those situations that God had there. So y'all remember when I was like, they wrong for that. And he was like, 150 souls came to Christ. We don't care. And this and that. You don't care that 100. Do you realize that those 150 might have, what if each one of them got 10,000 followers or 20,000 followers or something, and they got on their thing and said, you will never believe what happened, this, that, and the other. So that is 100,000 people, 150,000 people, just from those 100 people or whatever, that might have heard something about Jesus that they never heard before. Or might have even been interested in thinking about going to the church to even hear the word of God. Like, you don't know. It's not your ministry. It's God's ministry. And his ways is not your ways, and his thoughts is not y'all raggedy thoughts. Every fish don't take the same bait. So if I'm going to get in here and play trap music, maybe that's why he let me work in the club, so I already know what music to play. But at least I can walk up out of there with some people. You can't even get in the door. So how you going to get to the lost and they behind the door that they not even going to let you in? But you know who can get in that bad, baby? Hey, hey, yay, 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 yay. You hear me? You said what now? You said what? I can go to the white party and be invited in, baby. I can kick it with the stars and put some fat on their head, baby. It ain't too many social circles I ain't been in. I'm trying to tell you. And I put it on them like I put it on y'all. You don't know who circle they said with prior to this. NFL, NBA, all of them. And I used to talk crazy to all of them. They said, you a little feisty thing, and he is. Now get your, what is you doing? I told you, I said, just because you got money, that don't mean, what do you having money have to do with me giving me to you because you got money? What in the backwards hustling is that? And it's a donkey. What in the donkey hustling backwards is that? What does that mean? Because you got money, I'm supposed... Make that make sense to me. So I leave with my self-respect, and you leave with what? A couple $100 less or whatever they get? I don't know. But even if it's thousands. You ain't never heard hustling A backwards? My family used to say it all the time. They hustling A backwards. They hustling donkey backwards. What is you doing? Throwing the money in the trash? Is you eating the money? What is you doing with it? You done blended it up in the blender and made a smoothie. Look at you, a little money smoothie, because you ain't got none of it. Gotta be eating it. Hustling all day and all night. And you come home with less money than you had when you left. Well, I think you need a new job. That ain't the life for you. You need a new occupation. Listen, and this is why I don't be having no friends. Don't come ask me no stupid questions. And I don't mean stupid because no question is really stupid, but do you really want the answer or do you want me to agree with you? Because if you want to know what I feel, I'm about to tell you. And that's why people get mad and they go away. Well, go away. You should have never asked me. And I asked you, do you want the truth? Or do you want somebody to tell you what you want to hear? You want the truth. You sure? You're positive. Okay, so this is what it is. And then it's they got an attitude and yelling and screaming. So you didn't want the truth. You lied to yourself. Because you didn't lie to me. You lied to yourself. You really didn't want the truth. You didn't want it. You didn't. You didn't. If you get mad when somebody is telling you something after that you asked them to tell you the truth, you didn't really want the truth. You wanted them to lie to you. Y'all hear? Y'all need to thump you on your forehead? Wake up. I'm going to run to the restroom, and then we're going to get to the second part of this. Now, this, I think you should definitely put on all of your armor. Double it if you have to. You might need it, okay? Put your armor on, so go stretch your legs. Come on back. And then we're going to get to the second half of this. And then I'm going to get off of here and do what I got to do today. Okay. Y'all ready? Now, y'all got your armor on? I tried to give y'all time. Y'all got your armor on? Okay. All right. Suited and booted. Yeah, you're gonna need it. You are gonna need all of that, honey. Come on in. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Let's do it. Let's do it. I need you to go to Matthew chapter 5, ERV version, please. Matthew 5, ERV. I think I'm going to make me some sausage and eggs with some cheese on it. The sausage, egg, and cheese biscuits sound real good with a little bacon. So a bacon, sausage, egg, and cheese sandwich. Yeah. When I get off of here, that's what I'm eating. That's exactly what I'm making. Y'all ready? Come on. Is y'all over there? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna make. I think I got bacon. I hope I got bacon. I might have ate all the damn bacon. We gonna have to see. Okay. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Yes? Okay. When Jesus saw the crowds of people there, he went up on a hill and sat down. When Jesus saw the crowd of people there, he went up on a hill and sat down. Who remembers me telling y'all that when God first started my ministry for real, he would make me sit on people's floors? Y'all remember me telling y'all that? Because he said, what's about to come out of your mouth is already going to be abrasive to them. And if you are in the lowest point in the house, in the most non-threatening position, they're going to receive it from you. Did you get that? He told me to sit on the ground in the lowest place in everybody's house, because what I have to say is already powerful, and if I'm standing, it might make them angry. But if I'm in a non-threatening position and I'm saying something to you, you're going to be less on the defense. So why is it that all of these pastors want to stand above everybody, when Jesus always took the most humble seat in the house? He lowered himself so that God could exalt him. Because what he had to say was going to cut they anyway. It was going to do the job. You hear me? Is y'all with me, or is y'all asleep? Okay. Okay. His followers came and sat next to him on the ground. At the lowest point in the room. He could have stood on top of the hill and they could have been standing there too. First of all, he understood echo and all of that. So he's up on the hill. He knows his voice is going to carry. But even up on the hill, he sat down low. And his friends and the people that were his followers didn't stand over him. They sat down low too. Interesting. Interesting. When we see so many pride-filled pastors and bishops and ministers is walking around with their chest out, they want all the reverence, they want all of this and all of that. A powerful move, I'm trying to tell you. Okay. Good morning. You hear me? Here we go. It says, then Jesus began teaching the people, and he said, great blessings belong to those who know they are spiritually in need. I'm going to say that again. Listen. Great blessings belong to those who know they are spiritually in need. Can somebody give me the definition? ERV. Matthew 5. Matthew 5. Can somebody give me the definition to spiritually? You're welcome. What's the definition of spiritually? In a way that relates to or affects the human spirit or soul and opposed to material physical being or physical things. In a way that relates to or affects the human spirit or soul. Okay, what's the definition of need? A way of affecting the human spirit or soul. What's the definition of need? Yep. What's the definition of need? Requires something because it is essential or very important. Requires something, it is essential or very important. Ooh. Okay. So it says, great blessings belong to those who know they are spiritually in need. They understand that they have a vital spiritual need, something that affects their soul or their spirit as a person. It's great blessings that say, to the people that say, I know I messed up, I need God. I know I used to do this. I need God. I know I'm still working on my mind. I need God. Great blessings are to the people that understand that they're still spiritually in need. So then why is everybody walking around here like they got it already and they so sanctified and saved? If God is saying great blessings come to the people that understand that they have their spirit needs to be okay. They have a need that needs to be filled. A void. Here we go. It says God's kingdom belongs to them. The people that know they need help with their spirit. The people that know they need help with their soul. God's kingdom belongs to them. The ones that's going to constantly go to God and ask them to change him. Change them, to help them. So then why do people be telling us that if you doing all that, God ain't doing nothing for you, and God don't hear you, and God don't talk to you, and you ain't God's? And you don't belong to God, and if you don't do this, you don't belong to him, and you don't act like God's kid. But I do say this is what I'm struggling with. Y'all pray for me. I need God's help. Do I not? We gonna get through this thing together, all of us. Don't worry, you struggling with it. Me too. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Here we go. It says, great blessings belong to those who are sad now. God will comfort them. I'm going to read that again. Great blessings belong to those who are sad now. God will comfort them. Don't worry about what they did to you. God gonna get you together. You don't gotta worry about none of that. Because he gonna get them and you together. Yeah. Believe it. Remember I told you I was sad for a very long time, but God brought my joy back? And sadness is on the other side of that. I didn't wish no sadness, but that's what's going on. God made it better for me. He came and he comforted me. He made my life better. Great blessings belong to those who are humble. Can you tell me the definition of humble? What's the definition of humble, family? We in Matthew 5. Having or showing a modest or low estimate of one's own importance. So, not putting yourself before other people. Having or showing a modest or low estimate of one's importance. You don't put yourself before everybody else. Your needs should not be before the needs of others. Pastors want to be treated better than everybody in the church when they should be the biggest servant. You don't talk to me like that. I'm a pastor. You don't talk to me like that. I'm a this. You don't talk to me like that. I've been teaching for however long. You don't talk to me like that. Blah, 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 blah. When they should be the most humble person in the church. I could easily get on here looking like the old CERCA. I could easily get on here, come in here with not my nails done because I got an acrylic allergy. But I could come in here doing what I need to do in here. I could get dressed up every single day and be looking a certain way, but y'all probably, had I've come on here, y'all wouldn't have received it the way y'all did because I come on here every day in a non-threatening position. I come on here in a robe, some sweats, and a t-shirt, hair looking crazy. Some days I get dressed up, but for the most part, that's far and few between. Because I don't want y'all to see this. This is not what I want y'all to see. I need y'all to hear what's coming out of my mouth, and I need y'all to see what I'm teaching y'all, because that's more important than how I look and what I got on. I don't want to look saved. I don't want to look like a leader. I want to be a leader. I don't want to act like a follower of Christ. I want to be a follower of Christ. Thank you. Thank you. When you had that all-in-one bodysuit on, we couldn't learn that day. What all-in-one bodysuit? What all-in-one bodysuit? The brown one? Why you couldn't learn? Because of my outfit. Oh. Well, you definitely don't want to see it now. Listen here. You definitely don't want to see it now. Moving on. Listen. Okay. Well, I got 3 of them. Listen, here we go. Moving on. Anyway, all right. It says, they will be given the land God promised. I love y'all. That's why the Bible say, don't judge off what you see. Try the spirit by the spirit. Mm-hmm. Moving on. They will be given the land God promised. Thank you. I love you too. Why are you laughing, girl? I do. And still will wear it, girl. Love me a good cat suit, honey. Ain't this, y'all want me to be me? That's, see, and that'll, listen. God made me how I am. Y'all don't have to like it, honey. Because listen. I got some things now. Listen. I know how to be the bait for sure. You said what now? I can catch all kinds of fish. The big fish in the ocean and the little ones, the planktons, honey. I know how to go all the way between them. Mm-hmm. All the way, but I got all the bait you need. All the bait. Listen. You said what now? You said, huh? The predator fish and the ones that's gonna be preyed on, all of them. Moving in, the squids. Yeah. The blue whales and the. All right, now here we go. Moving on. Great blessings belong to those who want to do right more than anything else. I'm going to read that again. Great blessings belong to those who want to do right more than anything else. Did it say great blessings belong to those who want to please their pastor their organization or people more than anything else? It didn't say great blessings belong to those who kiss their pastor's tail and butter up to the bishop. It said great blessings belong to those who want to do right more than anything else. You want to know what people do? They'll join in a clique and persecute a person in the church because the pastor don't care for them. If the pastor ain't fooling with them, they not fooling with them. Is that right? Happened to you? Okay. So they not doing right. They doing what the pastor says. Oh, we don't fool with them. We don't talk to them. Oh, okay. Is that right? If pastor's wife don't like somebody, you all of a sudden got an attitude and not speaking to them. That's right in the house of God. So do you want to do what's right or do you want to do what your pastor say? When God says don't have no respecter of persons. Don't be a respecter of persons. So, because you a bishop, you can sit right here and, I'll let you slide with that bishop because I understand. But this person, you going to persecute them till the wheels come off. Really? Because they not bishops, so you can treat them any kind of way and roll your eyes at them. They ain't pastor's wife, so you don't got to be nice to them. You can be nasty, nice, nasty, or whatever. You see what I'm saying in church because they not the bishop. Or because you heard something about them. Excuse me. You said what, Tom? You said in class too. What about in class? Are you talking about in this class, Tom? If you don't speak to me, nobody will speak to me until you speak to me. Well, Tom, that don't have nothing to do with me not liking you. Because I'm always in trouble. They don't want what? Tom, listen to me. That don't have that's different, Tom. That's different. Tom, I'm talking about when you in trouble, you in trouble, you in timeout. Ain't nobody supposed to be talking to you. You in a corner. You put yourself in a corner. Crazy. Listen, that is not the same thing. No, we love you. You be getting in trouble over there. But I'm not in trouble. I have the time. And I come up. I don't know, Tom. That's different. You be saying something, get yourself put in a corner. And there's a lot of other people that be in a corner too, and then they just get quiet. So maybe folks be forgetting you didn't went to sleep in a corner while you in a corner. I don't know. Because everybody speak to everybody. Crazy. You didn't went to sleep. That's why they didn't say nothing until you got quiet after you got in trouble. You didn't cry yourself to sleep because you got a whooping. They better not wake you up. They better not wake you up. You said, give me Queen. Queen in here, she like, your uncle trying to get you dragged to the corner. Look at him, and he dragging people down with him. Well, give me Queen then. Give me somebody sit over here with me. Not you want her, the big girl. He trying to get you in the corner. He said, I am not going down by myself. Hilarious. She said, here we go. Listen. Listen. Yeah, he trying to get company in the corner. Talking about where Queen. Bring her over here with me. Queen said, here we go. Listen, I'm not even in trouble today. Leave my name out of it. She said, you damn Virgo, you. Hilarious. She called you a D Virgo. Hilarious. Too funny. I just get hit with them everywhere. You see? Okay, come on. It says God will fully satisfy them. So great blessings belong to those who want to do right more than anything else. God will fully satisfy them. Great blessings belong to those who show mercy to others. Great blessings belong to those who show mercy to others. Mercy will be given to them. So you ain't got no mercy for nobody? Don't think you get none either. Why you coming in here talking crazy to me? You better make sure your stuff is right. Okay. Great blessings belong to those whose thoughts are pure. When you start to judge a person, your thoughts ain't pure. If you look at a person and start thinking this and thinking that, your thoughts ain't pure. Because if you see them, you should be trying to think about how to help them or try to find out what's going on. That don't be your thoughts. If you want somebody else to fail, if you want somebody else to hurt, if you want somebody else to fall down, if you want somebody else to experience pain, your thoughts are not pure. It's a lot of falsehood and opinions. Come on. Listen. God is still going to bless you. But I don't be feeling used. Like, God can tell me that a person is trying to get over on me and I don't feel like I don't have to continue to let it happen. You only being used if you want to be used, because God will let you know that this person ain't right. But like I said, and I just have to say this. It's a lot of people that like being used so they can say people use them. And I'm not saying you. I'm not saying you. But a lot of people like to give, and when they don't get the reaction that they wanted, they try to say a person used them. Like if they can't control what the person, oh, they used me to get whatever they wanted to get out of me. No, you thought you was going to control them with what you gave them. And when you couldn't, you running around telling people that they used you, but they didn't. Because you had another intention into why you was giving them. Because when I give stuff, I don't care what you do with it. It's yours. I pray that you take care of it, but if you don't ever pay me back, God got me, I ain't going to worry about it. Because I know if you doing something or you getting ill-gotten things like that come from me or whatever else it is, you putting a hole in your pocket. I don't got to worry about it. If you're not honest about why you need the money, if you're not honest, like if I ask you not to do something and you do it and you being malicious, you just heap hot coals on your head. You ain't doing me dirty. You doing yourself dirty. You about to be in a worse situation. everything that you are doing, yeah, I don't be worried about getting used. Because I know that means I'm about to get a stupid dumb blessing. Well, you have a choice. You don't have to go clean their house. You don't have to do nothing. You are making a choice. You don't have to. Some people do stuff because they like to complain about it. Because it makes them relevant. I'm not saying you, but I'm just saying. It's a lot of people that only do stuff so they can make themselves relevant. I do this and I do that and blah, blah, blah. And it's always, well, why are you doing it then? If you going to turn around and complain about it, why the hell are you doing it? The only time y'all hear me complaining about not getting money over here is when people try to get money on something that I don't even get money on. And I'm like, well, hell, if that's the case, I need to be keeping this money for myself, huh? If we all just out here trying to get whatever we trying to get, and we not doing that. It's the only time y'all gonna hear me complaining about giving some money away is when folks is trying to get money that I don't even get to keep for myself. Oh no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Other than that, you ain't heard me complaining about giving out no books. You ain't heard me complaining about helping nobody. You ain't heard me. I said we don't do no hustlers. You ain't about to get over on us. We ain't giving no money to nobody that's trying to hustle nobody. But other than that, you're not going to hear me complaining about helping nobody do nothing. We got it to do. And when you do it, God just turn around and give you more to keep doing what you've been doing. So how are you getting used if God is always going to pay you back? You're not. You said I got a family member like that. You just described her. Me too. I got a lot of them. And this is why I quit asking my family for, I do not ask nobody in my family for nothing. And that started a long time ago. I realize now, oh, you're only going to give it to me if you can control me. We're fine. How about I just won't have nothing? I'll wait for God to give it to me. I've been like that, babe. Now, if God going to use you to bless me, that's something different. But it's a lot of people that complain and want to, oh, people use me and they take advantage of me because it gets them attention. But really, they be having ill intentions because they really be wanting to manipulate people, control people, all of that. And so they only feel used when it didn't turn out the way they thought it was. Give me a second, y'all. I probably should make more coffee, but I'm not. We're going to go and get through this. am going to get some water. I'm not going to make no coffee. Do I got water in here? I do got water in here. Yep, I could just drink this. Fine. Let me ask y'all a question. How many of y'all in here have I actually laid hands on and prayed for? How many of y'all touched me in person? Tone, I have not ever touched you. No, I didn't say in a spirit. I said, how many of you have I ever laid hands on you? Listen to the question, sir. The corner's looking pretty attractive. No, yeah, I need y'all to answer the question. Y'all answering wrong. Did you hear what I said? I said, how many of y'all have I laid my hands on or touched in person? I didn't say in spirit. Physically. There's some people I actually touched in here. Okay. So most of y'all, I've never touched you physically. Okay. Did that stop the blessings that God allowed me to speak over your life from happening because I've never touched you physically? The blessings that God used for me to speak over y'all life, did that stop it from happening because you ain't actually sat in my face and couldn't get in a prayer line with me? Did the blessings still happen even though you've never been in my physical space? And do, auntie. Interesting. You didn't have to come and let me pour no oil on your head. You didn't have to come and let me lay hands on you. You didn't have to stand in a prayer line for 2 hours because the prophetess then showed up. And now we didn't have to do none of that. You just had to believe that God was using me to speak into your life. My bills cheaper than they have ever been. Some of my bills are zero. Oh, okay. Did we talk about that? Did we talk about it? I said, being blessed ain't always having a whole bunch of money. Blessed is sometimes you don't got to pay none of your bills. They just paid. If you can learn this to be wise with your little, God will not have you spend so much money and add to your life. Did we talk about that? Or everything that you go to buy will be on sale. Did we talk about that? When you're wise with the little he gives you and you don't blow it and just not responsible, can I ask? Yes, my bills have gone down as well. At a time when everything is hyped up. Oh, I'm about to bust y'all here real quick. Come on. So at a time when inflation on bills and everything is more expensive, yours is lower. Mortgage rates going down. Yes, rent at the same apartment is $500 cheaper now. Interesting. You don't feel the inflation. Who else don't feel the inflation for real? You still got groceries and you don't understand how. I bought a Tupperware set on TikTok. They gave me a refund and still sent the Tupperware. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Wallet never empty. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Y'all stop buying stamps. Yep. Stop buying stamps and husband got a raise. Oh, okay. This month, out the blue, I got $675 off my rent. Oh, okay. We don't feel it. We just see it in the grocery store. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, you don't. Oh, okay. Okay. A whole water filter system came out of nowhere and they told me to keep it. Oh, okay. I went and got the siding for my house and saved over $1,200. I got $235 this month off my cable bill. Oh, my phone company sent me $122 refund. Blessing approved and congratulations. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Since I've been paying my tithes, my bills are always paid and still have money. Was homeless, but now I'm in my home with my family and don't pay nothing. Oh, okay. A light bill still kind of low considering Houston, Texas been hot. Okay, free TV and AC in 1 month. Oh, okay. I've been blessed with an apartment. I go by my income, which gave me enough room to care for my kids. Oh, okay. Okay. Haven't paid a light bill in 8 months. Come on, Dad. Oh, okay. Light bill ended up being $5 1 month. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Who got a raise in the time that you been here? Anybody been on their job and you got a raise since you been here? Or you been off work and your bills is still paid since you been here? Husband might have lost his job, but y'all bills still paid. Wife might have lost her job, still paid though. Daughter tuition went down $7,000. You say what now? Got a new work at home job and haven't worked in 5 years. Oh, okay. Been on a been waiting on a $200 settlement and released it. Realized it was $8,000. Oh, so you was expecting 200 and God did better than what he gave you 70, 800 more than what you thought? Oh, interesting. Car insurance went from 185 to 43, same policy. Me now at 26 was 23 before. Got $5,000 tax refund with no dependents. I got a promotion and 2 raises since I've been here. I got 7 raises since I've been here. Just got some extra money I was not expecting. This whole time I've been here, it took 7 years for my disability, and you just got it. I'm not stressed, and my husband did get a raise this month. Oh, okay, found this out yesterday. Oh, okay. I've been on leave from my job for 7 years. I never received unemployment. Oh, okay. Haven't worked in more than 8 months, but bills are still paid. Oh, okay. Lost my job, but still getting paid. Oh, okay. Raise after 2 months on the job. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Lost my job in January, and God has been showing out better than he would if I had a job. Oh, okay. You say what now? Living a peaceful life since I've been here. Oh, okay. Lost my job in March after getting promoted, but God is still blessing me. Oh, okay. Got a job, raise promotion. Husband got a new job, $10,000 more a year. Oh, okay. Got a raise also before I went on vacation last week. Oh, okay. No more food stamps. I'm not the food stamp worker. Income $5,000 a year. Expected. Oh, offer letter. Oh, okay. You said ask God to show up and show out and blow my mind, and he's doing it. Oh, okay. Lost my job at Chipotle 2 weeks ago. Hired 3 months later. More as a grill cook in the next job. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Retired and built a house. Oh, okay. Let's see what else we got over here. I've been able to donate, and my husband got a couple bonuses unexpected. Oh, okay. Okay. You said, sorry, I now am the food stamp worker. Got what you're saying. So you used to get food stamps. Now you hustling the food stamps. You getting, so be kind. Go the extra mile. Don't be the person that's puffing your chest up because you got somebody's livelihood in your hands. That's responsibility right there. Kids' tuition went down thousands. Oh, okay. Food pantry deliver food once a month to me now. Oh, okay. The large box. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I'm going to go back to what I read a little earlier. I'm going to go back. So for the new people, let me show you what I read a little earlier. We gonna get back to this, but I'm gonna go back to 1 Corinthians real quick. I want to show you something. Just want to show you something. Mm-hmm. I just want to show you something right here, and then we gonna get back to that. I'm about to. Let me show you a little earlier. Let me show you what I read. I said I'm a free man. I'm a free woman. I'm an apostle. I have seen Jesus our Lord. Right? This is what I'm reading. This is what it say. Now this is Paul talking, but we gonna put something here. We moved to New York from Delaware paying $3,000 a month. Now we own a trailer home paying $2,500 less on our home. I was afraid to move. Oh, okay. So you saving $2,500 a month. Circa $200 and $80 in my purse is 30 days clean. Oh wait. Circa, I've got $280 in my purse and it's 30 days clean. No complaints here. You were out of the room when I announced 30 days. Come on. You about to make me cry. Congratulations. You just helped somebody today. Whoever it is, you can get clean to. And you'll have some money, and your kids is going to have what they need. There go your thing right there. You're going to be 30 days clean too. With some money in your pocket. You ain't going to have to do that no more. You ain't gonna have to do the things. God's gonna remove your shame as well. Don't worry about it. There goes your testimony right there. There goes your seed that you don't have to do it no more. I don't know who this is for. I don't even know if you don't have, and you don't gotta do no peas and all of this. You don't have to. You don't gotta go see them men. You don't gotta go see them women. You don't gotta put yourself in situations to numb the pain. God is gonna heal it, and then you won't have that issue anymore. Girl, listen. So if you didn't believe, now y'all understand when people come over here talking crazy to me, I don't care, because we have been here 2 years and 4 months and we have seen so many miracles, it's too many to count. We just talking about the finances right now, but God said he'll make your burdens light if you listen. If you're wise with a little, he'll give you much. And then he'll give you better than what you can ask for. It ain't about big old seeds and $10,000 and all of this. I don't even see you. People pay tithes here, but you don't have to. I tell you to go give it to the lady that's always got the pissy baby. Go buy her some diapers and wipes so her baby can be clean too. If you see the baby hair ain't never combed and your kids always got their hair combed, why you don't offer to comb her? Maybe her mama never taught her. Maybe her mama was gone and she was raised by her daddy. You don't know what the situation is. But talking about it ain't going to change it, and it don't make you look no better. You said I went to school and graduated for free also. Come on. We have people that they said that they had, I can't think of it. Whatever it is, dyslexia and all kind of stuff. They didn't think they was going to pass tests, studying all kind of stuff. You hear me? Reading. People that had issues reading and comprehending, not an issue anymore. Come on, Jen. Come on, Jen. Come on. What learning disability? Ain't none over here. Just gotta take the time, that's all. What anxiety? What walker? What glasses? Huh? What lack? What pills? What account in the negative? It ain't. I don't care if you end the month with $2. It used to be red before. Always. What lack? That baby said, I'm 30 days clean with $280 in my pocket. That might not seem like nothing to you. But baby, I feel the power of God all up and down my legs, on my arms, on my back. All the hair on my legs is standing up, know that, and under this robe. It's some babies that want to hear that about their mama and their daddy. It's some babies that ain't seen their mama and daddy in years in the happy, healthy way that they seen them in. You don't know who just got hope today. God, if you did it for her, you can do it for my mama, my daddy, my auntie, my grandma, my cousin, my son, my daughter, my husband, my wife, my brother, my sister. We are overcome by the words of our testimony. Don't be mad because we getting free over here. I don't do this because I'm new to it. I do it because I'm true to it. Whenever you get done, I don't know why God called me either, because if you ask my family, I was the most messed up person out of everybody. But God said, see, yep, I like projects. I like to turn something that people used to turn away from and wouldn't even look at because they ashamed of them. And they can't come to the house and they can't come to the family barbecue and they not welcome over your house because you don't know what they going to do. He said, come here, baby. It's okay. Dry your eyes. No. You don't look horrible. You're beautiful. You're handsome to me. I know this world. No, I got all the water you need. I'm going to clean you up. Don't worry about it. Nope, I can clean you. I can take all the dirt off of you. No. Don't worry. No. Let me clean your face. Come here. You just need somebody to care about you. You're not a lost cause. Come here. Let me wash your hands. Come here. I have a tub. You want to come to my house? That dirt can be removed. And I can start to nourish you and people won't even know who you are the next time they see you. And they won't believe the change that is happening in your life. Can I do a miracle for you? Can I help you? I know everybody's giving up on you. And I know everybody sees you as filthy and nasty and dirty and used. I know your leg a little broke. I know you need some new hardware on you, but I'm going to sand you down. I'm going to get some wood glue and I'm going to fix your leg. And when I get done with you, everybody will want you, but they won't be able to afford you in the very thing. And I'll show them who you used to be and who you are now in me. Let me give you some value. Because all of the things that made you filthy, they gonna set other people free. All of the things that people felt like made them better than you, I'm gonna use that for you to draw all of the others that were like you out, and y'all gonna stand and say, well, this is what God did with my mess. This is what he did with my failures. This is what he did. Every single time that Harriet Tubman failed and she took a lash on her back, it didn't stop her. She was going to get her people free. CERCA Tubman. I started taking whoopings from my brothers when I was young. I knew that if my mother came home, it was going to be a wrap. So I started taking literal lashings for other people when I was 5 years old. I would say I did it. My mama knew for a fact that my brother did it because she knew I didn't do stuff like that. But guess what? All right, you did it. I would take whoopings for my brother. I would do his homework, all kinds of things, because I didn't want him to feel no pain. I didn't want my mama to have to whoop him or whatever. So I would clean, I would do his chores, everything. I'm telling you, and I was young. I had older brothers and everything, but I took plenty of whoopings for my little brother. Knocked all around for him because I didn't want him to have to feel no pain. I taught him everything that I knew. I tried to teach him everything so that he could know the rules. And offered my life when I thought his could be taken. Take me instead. And I wasn't even 10. Didn't know that I was going to have to give up my life to help others save theirs. Way before this, there's a lot of things that CERCA could be doing. Y'all see, I got plenty of ideas. So much so that a lot of people have taken them and made money off of them, even here. They didn't just start here. God has given me the ability to be able to speak business into people's lives, things they would have never thought about that they love, all kinds of things. But there was a sacrifice that came before that. This is not about fame for me. I could care less. I'm telling you. But to see all of this about my nieces and nephews that are not hurting themselves anymore. My baby, Isabel baby, there she go right there. Boom. I didn't even see you. My nephew was speaking. Even though he was nonverbal, do you mind me telling it, for 10 years? And now he's speaking. Like for real, for real. And it's going to get better. Miracle upon miracle upon miracle. Jen's husband came in here the other day and said, thank you for helping me and my wife through the hardest time of our life. His wife wasn't even in here. She was on vacation. And we stocked and loaded and ready to go. You didn't know he was in here, Jen? I told on him. Yeah. You was out of town this weekend, wasn't you? I know you didn't, and now you do. He was giving you all your flowers, baby girl. Proud of his wife, honey, that we stocked and ready to go. Huh. Yeah, well, guess what? Your husband came in here and sat in for you, baby. And see, I didn't even know. He was giving you your flowers online, babe. Came right in here and did. And you didn't even know. He said, hey, it's Jen's husband. He was in the class, baby, getting it. You gonna say, hey, bro. Come on. Listen, I'm trying to tell you, God is working miracles all over the world. Miss Jamila told us our testimony. She in here. I hope you don't mind us telling. She not on a walker no more. She can wear heels now. She don't take 38 pills no more. Interesting. Interesting. She said, oh, that ain't the kicker, honey. The icing on the cake is I wear heels, honey. And I was on a walker, honey. What do you mean? My daddy is doing miracle after miracle after miracle after miracle after miracle. And it didn't cost you your life savings to get it either. It was free to you. He is moving in this community. I told y'all, if we stick to it, y'all see what I'm saying? Who want to go back to the life you had prior to now? You remember how stressed out you was about everything? And I said, listen, if you listen, God is going to take care of you. He's going to relieve your stress. He's going to help you. You don't want to go back. Listen, you said never looking back. I'm trying to tell you. Why would I want to go back over there when he handling it all and he's showing me that all I gotta do is listen and study and try to apply what he's teaching me, and even if I fail, he gonna be there to help me and learn, and it'll get better. It just gets better and better. Come over here. I'm gonna show y'all the song. We gotta play it. Ooh, I know what song to play right now. Where is my phone? I'm about to, y'all gonna have to come over here. Come jump on TikTok real quick. Come jump on TikTok real quick. Please. Mm. Come on. I already know what song I'm about to play. Ooh-wee. Baby, that'll get you up and moving there. Put that on in the morning. You will not have. Ooh, we didn't even get to the part, but oh, it makes, you know. Y'all pick that up. He's sweeter than anything I know, and it just gets sweeter over time if you really learn what he wants you to learn. Listen, your life get better. Period. And this is why I won't go back to being worried about what people that just have religion and don't have relationships say, because you ain't never even experienced what I experienced, so I don't expect you to understand. Now, when you get you some relationship, babe, you might be able to say something, but until then, baby, religion and relationship don't look nothing alike. I promise you they don't. They are nowhere near the same thing. Ugh. You be too happy to be mad all the time. You be too happy to be irritated. God be so good to you every day. How you just walking around grouchy all the time? That's crazy. But you got so much. The Bible say the Holy Ghost bring joy. So why don't you be laughing until you pee? Why you don't be about to vomit because you laughing so hard? Because that's how we laugh like that over here just about every day. No matter what we going through, our family can be in the hospital, our kids can be in jail. It don't matter. We still find a reason to be extremely happy every single day. God renews our mind every single day. He make it worth it. He make us want to go another day every day. We don't have time to be mean to nobody. We don't have time to be judging. We do not have time. We trying to make sure we didn't knock off everything. We trying to check our own list, babe. We don't need nobody checking our list. We are trying to make sure we checked all of our T's and dotted all of our I's. Like, we do not care what you think. We don't. And don't. But I like when people get to come over here and see the miracles that God is doing on TikTok and YouTube. Because a lot of these miracles ain't happening in the church. That's the truth. I'm not saying they're not happening. I'm saying, and you want to get mad at me? The sad part about it is, there's a lot of miracles God couldn't do in Jerusalem either. Because everybody knew him already. They couldn't receive nothing from Jesus because they watched him grow up. They knew who his mama and his daddy was. That didn't mean nothing. Because who God called him to be don't matter about who you know. And what you know of them. So, that be the problem. You can only see what you know. Unknow it so you can see. Who are you to tell me I know your past? Who am I to tell you the person that got your future in their hand? Anything else? How about that? Because God sent me to you for a reason. He's coming to tell me what's about to happen in your future. You would think you would want to listen. That's who I am to talk to you. Can I ask you a question? Don't believe me? How many people came here in 22? No matter what time. How many people came here in 22 and how many people came here in 23? Can you raise your hand real quick and show me? If you came in 22, put 22. If you came in 23, put 23. Okay. So some of you have been here 2 years. Some of you have been here 1 year. Roughly. Okay. Well, we almost out of 24. If you came in the beginning of 24, can you put 24? Anytime between January and now, 24. Okay. Good job. Now, the people that came in 22 and 23, are there not things that we talked about that are now, that back then, that are happening now, that was your future and you didn't know it was going to be your future? Name one thing that's going on in the world that we talked about in 22 or 23 that is now your future. It's your today. Just name one. Water poisoning. Okay. The food shortage. Being prepared for little or no food. Prices for emergency items. Okay. Survival, stores shutting down. needing water straws, famine, food shortage, blackouts, bridges down, fake food, trucks slowing down. Interesting. Weather, no chickens. Putting locks on food doors. Okay, rechargeable bulbs, grocery stores being head and hand scanners. Oh, okay. Raw. Okay. The animals and the chickens lack of food. Okay. Okay. No milk. Signs of the rivers turning red. Fraggle Rock. Cashless stores. Random natural storms. Russia and China. Supplies being needed. Mystery meat. Weather change. Water's drying up. Project 2024. Whistleblowers are saying they're putting in. Grocery stores entering using your palm of your hand. Interesting. Supply chain cuts. We talked about that. The Antichrist. We talked about that. Losing friends because they don't believe what you're saying. We talked about that. Yeah. Yeah. I can see that, Chris. The red heifers. Medication shortages. The false messiah. Sudden appearance of giants and supernatural things. People falling away from God. Money being no good. No cashiers. Unbelief within family. You said everything you said. Oh, pumpkin. The third temple being built. Needing the people to pull together. The days of Noah. We talked about that. Okay. Diseases on the increase. We talked about that. Okay. More dry foods being in the stores. We talked about that. Internet and cell phone service interrupted. We talked about it. So there are things, the government shutdowns, we talked about pastors getting found out for their sins, stepping down from the pulpit. We definitely talked about that. So if you've been here 1 year, 2 years, 6 months, there are things that we talked about then that was going to be in your future. And now they are a reality. So when people say, who are you that I should, medicine's casting spells. Oh, okay, we talked about that. Sightings of the giants. Do you see what I'm saying? You don't know. Your baby's telling the conversations. We did read in Acts about the babies prophesying and talking about what they see in their dreams. Healing your mind, body. Oh, okay. Isn't this interesting that 2 years ago, 1 year ago, familiar spirits and how they put them in the toys. Did we not talk about that? And then they came out with the movie 2 years later called what is it called? What is it called? With the bear. Imagination. Where the bear was a spirit that was telling the child to do stuff. But when I said that, and I had you go read earlier 2 years ago, the book, The Gates of Hell, which is about toys that have demons in them. Before the movie Imaginary came out, folks said I was scaring y'all and you shouldn't be listening to me. But then they made a whole movie about it. Did they or did they not? I talked to y'all about a spirit whispering in my cousin's ear every morning when she woke up, and then they made the show Evil. Now, maybe it was made before then, but I guarantee you that act happened before that show came out. And I'm just now looking at it this year, Evil, right? And exactly what I was telling y'all about spirits that be in y'all babies' rooms at night. Y'all seeing that they're not only in the kids' rooms, they're in the parents' rooms as well. As to why you and your husband and you and your wife can't get along. And I talked to y'all about spirits, and we went and studied about all of this, and now it's in all the shows. We talked about animal faces and demon faces, and I told y'all the story about when I was 13 and what I saw, and my family called me crazy. Then they came out with the with the show Grill. And then right after we talked about this, then they came out with the demon face syndrome. Did they or did they not? And I said I didn't used to look. I told you I didn't want to look at my ex's face because I used to see a spirit sitting on top of his face and the black eyes, even though it was his face, and I would turn away. And he called me crazy, and then he saw it himself. And then right after that, they start talking about the demon face syndrome. Is it a thing? It's some people today, I told that story, they walked out, they left this class and never came back. And then right after that, they came out with demon face syndrome in what, 23? Huh? Called me a false prophet, said I was a liar and everything, and then ooh. So sometimes the person talking to you knows your future and really want to help you be okay. '23, '24. Some people really are concerned about souls. Some people really are concerned about doing what God wants them to do. They don't care about pleasing man. They care about making sure that they can get to the lost before the end of this race. And I'm not saying like I told you. I'm trying to show the newbies a track record of what really happens over here. That God is in the midst. It doesn't look like church. He didn't want it to look like church. Do you understand? I've been asked to preach in churches all over the country for a very long time, and I've been saying no because I don't want the rules, because I want to be able to appeal to the people that don't feel comfortable in church but still want God. To the people that they've been made to feel not worthy or that they shouldn't be in there because of whatever life they live. Okay, so then we can have church outside like my daddy. On the mountain, on the hill, on the boat, in the house, at your crib, at the park, at work, in the hospital, in the ICU room, in the liquor store, in the trap, because they was playing us in a strip club for a minute. Do y'all remember? Y'all remember? We had a young lady that was a bartender in a strip club, and you know who was on every Friday night and some of the other days? And she made them watch it at the bar, our class. Remember I told y'all I used to minister in the strip club? Ain't nothing changed. ain't nothing changed. You know what I'm saying? I'm bringing the Bible to the shake 'em up. You know what I mean? I done took the Bibles to the trap houses, and our homeboys in here let us know. Yep, and do. We be in here playing the game, but you be loud, and they better listen, or nigga get out. Because nigga, I ain't about to be right here. Oh, okay, so, I'm still ministering in the same places. I can still get into doors. It ain't on me, it's in me. The game ain't on me, baby. It's in me. You hear me? You understand? You got to know how to... You hear me? Listen. It's a real thing. I'm allowed indoors that a lot of people ain't. I'm allowed in the doors in the dark where the captives are. Again, we all in the army of the Lord, but everybody rank ain't the same. I'm special ops. You hear me? I'm like Jason Bourne. I gotta go get the captives out. And I gotta be able to blend in, and whether I'm in France, whether I'm in China, whether I'm in Arabia, I gotta be able to blend in with the locals, which means I gotta speak their language. Because if I don't, then they gonna know I'm an American, and then I gotta. So I gotta be able to speak the trap language. I gotta be able to speak the strip club language. I gotta be able to speak the liquor store language. I gotta be able to speak the doctor language. I gotta be able to speak the church folks language. I gotta be able to speak the little kid language. I gotta be able to speak. I gotta be able to speak all of this language. I gotta be able to speak all of it. So in order for me to do that, I have to be well learned, well taught, well studied. I have to understand the cultures of others so that I can blend in seamlessly. If I'm going to get the captives out. Special ops don't work like everybody else. Navy SEALs don't have to apply to all the same rules everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't even exist, but they exist. And they didn't been in rooms people that didn't even know they was in. Like a fly on the wall. Just gathering intelligence. You gotta look like the imminent enemy to walk amongst them, don't you? You gotta walk like the enemy to walk amongst them to get in, don't you? They slide that door open and you don't look like somebody they know, they not letting you in. Oh. So that's how the disciples did it. They had to be able to blend in. They couldn't come in there looking like the Pharisees and the Sadducees, or they'd have been chopped up and, well, there go the ministry. So you don't have to understand my call. You don't have to understand why God make me do it the way he do it, but I've been doing it and it's been working. Even before TikTok, YouTube, Christian Mingle, and all the rest of it. I told y'all, just in 15, I went in the strip club and all the men was back there in the back crying. My friend looking for me. She said, girl, I've been looking for you for an hour. I'm sitting in the back of the strip club outside. 13 men around me and they crying, talking about the abuse they suffered as children. I can't even get out of I came to turn up. She said, know where you go, huh? I said, right. This is why I just don't even leave the house. 13 grown men, all ages. They supposed to be in there looking at the dancers. They out here talking about how they were abused by their babysitters and the mama boyfriends and all of this, crying their eyes out in the back of the strip club. No, I don't want to go out. Hell. I'm not going to be able to have a good time. Somebody's going to corner me in the bathroom and be trying to ask me questions. Listen, I don't know. Leave me alone. This is why Jesus used to be running out the back door. I feel you, Jesus. You can't even turn up and just relax from top. Listen. Don't you see I got a cuppeth in my hand? How art thou not seeing it? I'm trying to relax, nigga. I got to wait until the shutter. Leave me alone. I'm here to turn up. I'm trying to talk to you. Not right now, demon. Not right now. Listen, this is why I used to cut out and run up to the hills and just be asleep on a tree somewhere. Tired. Jesus, give us a little bit more. We need a little bit more, Jesus. Well, I got a problem, Jesus. Jesus, I need you to help me, Jesus, Jesus. Well, but wait a minute. Well, so what? Jesus said, just go. Well, wait. Well, what's going to happen when I go, Jesus? Just go. But wait, can you tell me? Just go. Just go. You'll find out when you get there. Okay, Jesus, but what I said, just go. Just go. Well, Jesus, if you don't come touch my baby, because I don't know none of these other pastors. I don't want them praying. Listen, your baby gonna be all right. Jesus, because the I don't have to touch her. She's gonna be okay. By the time you get back to your house, your baby is gonna be up. Do you believe it? Well, yes, Jesus, but I could just believe it a little bit more if you came, because I don't. So your faith ain't that strong. Jesus, Lazarus done died. Oh, Lord, let it kill Lazarus. Jesus, let it kill Lazarus. Jesus, let it kill Lazarus. Let it kill Lazarus. Jesus, he dead. He been dead a long time. He'll be back. No, Jesus. He's already run to see his face, his back into his face. Jesus, he can't come back from that, Lord. Jesus is probably like this. Resting on the tree of olives. He might have had a martini. That's why he was always over there by the olive tree. Cause he might have needed a little drink. Who knows? My grandbaby sleeping. She said, Listen. Who knows? He gonna get up. It's too late. What was you doing? You sitting over here under this tree, walking all slow. Jesus, Lazarus is dead. You could have came on time. The police said if you would have shown up, if you would have been here, he would have lived. Oh my God. I could have just imagined. Poor God. Like, Dad, I'm sorry. We are horrible. Could y'all imagine? Listen, you said I can't even function. I'm just saying, do you see how silly it all looks? When he said I'm already taking care of it. Listen. The whole time Jesus walking around at normal pace, he didn't run nowhere. I'm trying to tell you. I'll be over there. Did you hear what I said? Jesus, he said, I will be there. When I get there, don't rush me. You can't tell me Jesus wasn't black. Can't nobody in hell tell. I wouldn't care if you was in hell or heaven. You cannot tell me Jesus is not a black man. Just look at how he talked to people. 3 days later, 48 hours later, Jesus still talking to the trees like, I said, produce something. They like, but it's living things. He said, this tree is living. And if I come back by here and it ain't doing nothing, I'm going to shrivel it up. Now, wait. Could you imagine you trying to get Jesus to hurry up and come to your house and he see a tree that ain't producing and stop and say, you know what? If I come back by here and you ain't producing nothing, you gonna wither. You wouldn't think Jesus was crazy? He talking to the trees. You mean to tell me you wouldn't think he was a little off? You trying to rush him to a human person, and he stop and tell the tree, if you don't do what I tell you to do, when I come back here, you ain't gonna have to worry about nothing. What if you was walking with me and y'all asking me to go pray for y'all daughter, and I stop outside the hospital and look at a tree and say, you better produce something. And when I come back out of this hospital, if you ain't got no buzz on you, you ain't gonna have to worry about it. You still gonna want me to pray for your baby? Y'all call the people that sit up and talk to the trees crazy. But Jesus himself talked to the trees. I just said them words to my kids about cleaning my kitchen. It better be done about time I get out of this class. Uh-oh. But you still want me to preach over you or teach over you if you saw me outside talking to the trees? You said you are cleaning my spine. I'm for real. Yeah? Or would you mind second guess it then? You said I'd be like, you okay? You all right? Listen. You said I would need oxygen. Now, we talking in real life. If a pastor or something that you know, Michael, and they come in to pray for your family member and they stop and talk to the tree, I don't care what none of y'all say. Y'all gonna second guess letting them lay hands on your kid, your mama, and they talking to a tree. You gonna ask them who he's talking to? The tree. Y'all gonna sit here and lie like that? So if you know it ain't nobody but me and you on this sidewalk, and I stop and I'm talking to a tree, when y'all see people standing on the sidewalk talking to themselves and they don't have no earphones in their ear, y'all shake y'all head and laugh. Say you don't. My next question after that is, did you listen, but did the tree talk back? Right. Exactly. So I'm going to rephrase that question. You said, I do. I know. I talk to my plants. They deserve compassion too. Okay? Is we going to be honest? If you see a person having a whole conversation and you know it ain't nobody on the corner, you can see clearly they don't have no headphones on, what do? He said a man at Disney asked me, did I hear the dolphins talking? I slowly moved away. Hilarious. Oh my God. She said, listen, somebody asked me, did I hear him talking? She said, I just slowly moved away. Oh, too funny. Exactly. You gonna tell the truth in here. You gonna do it. Which is what y'all would have did. Listen. Okay. So when you think about this, if you put it into our days, how Jesus moved around, you see he was out there with a trench coat on. Hilarious, Janet. Hilarious. I'll be listening to see what they talking about. You better. Because the crazy people be knowing. You said now before this class would have been totally different. Right. I'm just saying. So if you put... Right. If you put what be going on in our life back, like, or what was going on when Jesus was walking the earth, you hear me? If you put it in today's time, what would he look like to you? So if you went in a club and you saw Jesus sitting with P. Diddy, how would you feel about that? Rick Ross. Boombastic side eye. Come on, Jay Smith, and tell the truth. Thank you. You would have to look at Jesus a little funny. So what if you saw him at Nicki Minaj and Sexy Red, and he had Beyonce, Sexy Red, Nicki Minaj, Erica Badu, and Janet Jackson all over at his house? How would you feel about him? But you got to remember, the people in Jerusalem, the Jews, did not see God as Jesus as the Messiah. Hold on. They did not recognize Jesus as the Messiah, right or wrong. To them, he was just Jesus. So, if you saw just Jesus hanging out with Nicki Minaj, Britney Spears, Justin Timberlake, P. Diddy, what would you say about just Jesus being there? Because y'all realize these are the people he sat with, right? As to why the Pharisees and the Sadducees had something to say about it. Why is he over there with the sinners? Why is he over there with the whores? Why is he over there with the tax collectors? Why is he over there with the serial unalivers? Why is he over there with the poor people? Why is he over there with the addicts? Why is he over here? Why? Why is he over there with the thieves? Why is he over there with the... So again, if Jesus were living in this day, and you watched him lay hands on people, you watched him do miracles, but how would you feel about it? Would you judge him? You said I'm going to be honest. Yes, I would have judged him. Thank you. I'm about to go blow my nose. I'll be right back. Okay. So I want y'all to marinate on that now. Think of who you think is the worst, and because you know God, what if God didn't come sit at your table? He went and sat over there with the people that you think is below you. How would you feel if Jesus was coming to town and you did all this and got all ready for the council, and he never showed up at the church? He went to the script club. How would you feel about that? Tell me how you would feel. Sorry, y'all. Blew my nose and then I had to pee again. You know, this crazy. I'm not drinking nothing else. All of these cups is empty, and I'm gonna leave them that way. My coffee cup is empty. All of these cups I done refilled since we've been on. Well, not this one. This one had like this much water. I done refilled this one twice. I'm not drinking nothing else right here. Water, coffee, and then I stay in the bathroom. So, exactly. Now, did I leave my glasses in there? I did. Grr. Hold on, y'all. So, something, I don't know, keeps me peeing a lot. And I don't want to do that. It make me mad when I be in a good sleep and I gotta get up and go to the bathroom in the middle of the night. I hate that. I don't hate it, but I dislike it greatly. I'm grateful I can get up in the middle of the night, but yeah. So I want you to think. God said, if you've done it to look, the story of my life, that part. God said, if you thinking about them, you thought it about Him. Again, if you thought it about them, you thought it about Him. Me too, sir. I wait until that part. I don't be wanting to do nothing. Just stay right here. Okay? You hear me? Anybody got what? Y'all picked up what I put down today? We gonna get to the rest of this a little bit later, but I'm hungry and we've been on here 206 minutes. And I was only supposed to be on here like an hour and I'm hungry, real hungry. So I'm going on 4 hours. So I don't have no thoughts on TD Jakes. He need to get his soul right just like all of us. His sins ain't no different from ours. And just like we finding out his business, our business is going to be on blast too. Jesus didn't partake in everything. He was around him. He did drink, but he didn't partake in everything just because he was around him. That's what self-control is. And that be the difference. You can be around. I can go in a strip club and don't have to get on the stage. I don't have to. I can go in a trap and not be a part of what's going on in there. You can be in a space and not partake in a lot of stuff. It's just what you choose. You still gonna have to go to certain places, but that's where self-control and that comes in. Hey TT, this is off topic, but have you seen Louisiana schools have to display the 10 Commandments in classrooms? No, I didn't know that, but that's good. That's good. We all sin, just making me think. What the devil was trying to do? Yep, I got it. I'm still judgmental. I gotta work on this. You said, yep, I got it. I'm still judgmental. I gotta work on this. Come on, Nikki. Nikki said, yep, I got what you was putting down. I'm still judgmental. Okay, no. You know what didn't happen today? That's how I know y'all growing, and I'm gonna keep telling y'all every time I see it. At this point, a year ago, 16 months ago, some of y'all would have threw food at me. Tomatoes, lettuce, eggs and bacon, shoes, chairs, RVs, trucks, elephants, gorillas, monkeys, watermelons. You said me. Me, houses and TVs too. Yep. Kitchen sinks. You said we sure did have baskets of stuff. A chocolate, all of it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I used to have to receive a lot of abuse, but you see how spiritual maturity works out? You understand that anytime God brings up a subject, you need to search yourself to see if it applies. It's not always going to. I don't throw bedges anymore because Dad convicted me, plus you be telling on me, and do. I'm gonna run and tell on you because you stay in my room messing with my stuff. Always in my room messing with my perfume and stuff. I can always tell when you've been in my room because you go for the same drawer every time. Thinking you being a sneaky little fox and you not. I'll set up booby traps for you. I've been able to retire the shield. You hear me? I'm proud of y'all. Because you understand that when God allows something to come forth, that part, I will definitely be in the perfume and shoes. I already know it. I already know it. I already know. Yep, this top is cute. I can wear this with my jeans. I had tomatoes for you last year, not this year. Oh, I know. Oh, thank you for being proud of me. I've grown as well. You see? But spiritual maturity comes along, and who feels like you're not on the milk of the word anymore? I'm about to show you something. You just want to look at all them books. They at the stove now. At first, folks thought I was attacking them and judging them. And then you started to see, wait a minute. Maybe I need to check myself and see if this is something that I actually have in my heart. And so now you don't get angry no more. You search yourself. You search yourself to see if it applies. You don't say what don't apply. You search yourself to see if it do. That's spiritual maturity. You admit, I'm still judgmental. I'm still rude. I still deal with this. That's spiritual maturity. Not I done already made it and I already know. No, I'm still struggling. But every day, if I get better, God, as long as I give it to God every day, He's going to take care of it. It's not in my strength that I'm going to succeed. It's in His. When I'm weak, He's strong. So that means I can do whatever. I don't have to accomplish it in my strength. But over time, if I keep giving it to Him, it'll be right. It smooths out when you really want to do right and you're not just doing what people say. No, when you really go in and you said put in a mirror. What? Putting a mirror to our face hurts sometimes, but shows the ugly parts we need God to help with. And at the beginning of what we read, it said those that know that they need spiritual help will get God's great blessings, didn't it? It said He gonna be near to them. So the ones that acknowledge they need help is gonna get blessed with it. But the ones that act like they already made it, it didn't say nothing about them. Interesting. I'm on a spiritual journey daily. Come on. You said because I definitely couldn't look at myself for almost a year. What? Yes, this journey is tough, but God is with us. He definitely is. So, you can go back and watch the rewatch. You said I remember those days. Yeah. Well, now y'all different. And y'all not on the meat no more. I mean, y'all not on the milk no more. Y'all on the meat. And you add in new vegetables and new fruits, new rices, and all kinds of stuff. You hear me? Discipline from God is not a punishment. It's a blessing. It sure is. I'm literally sitting on my balcony and just watching the moon and the sun. Oh, you're a work in process daily. Yep. So I'm about to go eat, y'all. I'm hungry. I love y'all. I don't know if I'm getting back on later on tonight or not because this is a long time we've been on here. I love y'all. Y'all hear me? I'm about to go eat. I'm hungry. This was supposed to be an hour and 30 minutes. We've been on here for 214 minutes. And 180 is 3 hours. Bye. Look at y'all staying through Sunday school and service. Look at you. Be practicing our scripture thing too. We ain't gonna say it today. See y'all later. Y'all got a week to learn it. And I'm about to put them questions up. I didn't get a chance to do it last night, so I'll do it today for the contest because I'm trying to get that stuff out on the 5th or the 6th, like right around that time. No later than the 7th. Oh, I love y'all, Justice. You already know. I love all of y'all. We is grown now. I'm so proud of y'all. My little babies that made it to toddler school. Y'all done came on up now. Y'all done came on up. Yeah. Yeah. You did miss service. Indeed. I'm sorry. Yeah. Why y'all didn't tell Rika? Y'all didn't call her and see if she's getting up and ready for church? Y'all was supposed to call her. Now, you know she was supposed to read a poem this morning for service, Queen. You said I did. Hilarious. I love y'all. Bye. I'm about to go get me some food because I keep on talking.